right, let me see if this is working. Come on, let's get this popping. Let's get this going. All right, it looks like it's going down. So what's going on, people? What's popping? What's good? What is good? It's your boy, Mr. Locario. Tashawn, what's up, man? What's going on? So we are here live again. What's good? So today we're going to be talking about, the easy way to get good at game. Okay? Because dudes hit me up all the time. They're like, how do you, really get shit popping out here in these streets? You feel what I'm saying? And so what a lot of guys don't understand is that, to get good at this shit, you really need to understand what's going on in the game, and also you have to practice. Paulos, what's going on? What's popping with you? The calling number is 646-481-3901. And remember, guys, make sure you click the link below to get tickets to the Bad Boy Seminar. The Bad Boy Seminar is coming up March 25th. What's up, Tierra? What's up, Mike23? The Bad Boy Seminar is coming up March 25th. I want to see all of you at the Bad Boy Seminar. All right? It's going to be off the fucking hook. Stop playing. You understand? Make sure you get your tickets. Okay, so we got some tickets left. Make sure you guys get the tickets to the Bad Boy Seminar, right? So, I wanted to talk about, how to get good at game, right? Because guys, they hit me up all the time and they're just like, having trouble or shit's not really going on and all this other stuff, right? So basically, it's really simple. It's really, really simple. All you really need to do is you need to study the game and then you have to apply it. Is really, that's like the simplest way I could break it down. You study the shit and then you apply it, right? And then when you're applying the game, what you're going to do is that you're going to see, where you're at in the game. You understand? What's going on? Marco Rubio, what's popping? You said, hey, thanks for all the advice. Been helping you out. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, for example, and this is how easy the game is, right? I'm gonna give you an example. Let me give you an example, right? Now, if I told you guys I tell you to count to 100, right? You would say that's pretty easy. Like, how difficult would it be for you to count to 100? Right? It wouldn't be that hard. You just count to 100, right? Now, if I told a 2 or 3-year-old, or maybe even a 4-year-old to count to 100, how difficult would it be for that 4-year-old to count to 100? Right? Now, the difference between you and that 4-year-old is that you, when you were 4, up until the age you are now, you've had, years in time to learn how to count to 100. You feel what I'm saying? What up, Trinity 5722? So since you had time to learn how to do that, now counting to 100 is easy for you. You understand? But when you were first trying to learn how to count to 100, when you were younger, the shit was hard because you were, just getting used to it. You weren't practicing it. You understand enough. And then once you got the practice of how to do it and how to make it happen, counting to 100 is easy. You feel what I'm saying? So the same thing applies for the game. A lot of you guys out there, the reason why the game is hard for you is because, you are out here doing your thing, but you still have work to do on yourself, and you still have to, understand the game, and you have to know, and you have to apply it so that you can see what you need to improve on, the things that, are working, things that aren't working. And so the game is here to sort of guide you in that direction. You feel what I'm saying? To give you the best results you want, right? Let me put the number down, 646-481-3901, right? But also, too, what it is that a lot of times what happens is that guys aren't understanding that, you have to put in some work, or they don't understand the amount of work or the type of work that needs to go into it. So when you don't understand the amount of work that goes into something and you try to do it and it doesn't work for you, you think it's not working for you because you're doing something wrong all the time or all that crazy shit. Hold on, let me get this call. What's going on? Who's this? What's popping?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Locario? It's Dom again.
What's up? What's up? So what's going on with you?
Yeah, man, listen, I don't know, man. I'm kind of embarrassed to say, man, I fucked up today.
What happened?
Oh, like, I met this chick on OkCupid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it was going good, right? You know, it wasn't a bot. Like, it seemed like a real person.
Right.
So I was like, yeah, let's hook up. She was like, cool.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it was going good. So, well, the first thing is that, you know, she lived about 50 minutes away from me, right?
Right.
So, I had to, I was like, well, I'll just do it one time.
Mm-hmm.
So I drove all the way out here. You know, I don't know if you know Dallas, Texas. That's
right.
You know. Yeah, so I live, about 50 minutes away from Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
So I drive to the chick's house.
Mm-hmm.
And, like on the way there, she's asking, like, are you almost here? Da, da, da.
Right.
You know, she's sending me pictures. She's sending me pictures and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I guess something going on popping.
Right.
I get to the chick's house. I'm beating on the door for like 10, 15 minutes.
And she ain't answering the door?
She didn't answer the door. She didn't answer her phone, nothing, huh?
Oh my goodness. See, that's that attention whoring shit, man. That is that attention whoring shit. And this is the first time you meeting this chick, like, just straight off OkCupid, right?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, let's hook up. She was like, yeah.
See,
she acted like she was down.
Right. And let me tell you something. What it probably was the picture she was sending you wasn't really her. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then her attention whoring it got too far. It reached its limit. Now it's like, see, that's the thing you got to understand about shit. And this is why I be telling guys to, get to the point as soon as possible, because once you get to the point of shit and you get it to the point where she needs to do what she needs to do as far as, like, cooperate, move shit in the direction where it needs to go, that's when the attention whoring is going to come to a halt. It's going to come to a halt because it's only so long she can, play games and do that, because at some point you're going to have to meet up with her and see her and talk to her. So now when you got over there, she's just on some bullshit. So what happened? So you were knocking on the door or whatever, and she just never came out. Nothing happened.
I drove 15 fucking minutes to see this bitch.
And she ain't never come out at all.
She ain't come out the damn house, man.
And you text her, she ain't never replied to the text?
Yeah, like, that's the thing. On the way to her house, she's texting like, oh, you almost here?
Mm.
All this shit.
Right. And she still, and when did this happen? When did this happen?
Today, man. I'm driving back home now.
Oh, so it just happened just now. Damn. and so she still hasn't texted you back or nothing and said anything. See, she's on some catfish shit, bro. Just just charge it to the game.
It was some little like low income, like, apartment shit.
Oh, see, and that's another thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't even be dealing with that caliber of chick anyway. You know what I'm saying? But this. Well, that's
the thing.
Right.
Like, that's what I'm saying. You might be right about her, it not even being her, because the chick was fine.
Right.
And, like, it seemed real. That's the thing. It seemed so real.
Right.
I think I got stuck with that.
See, this is the thing. This is what I always say for online dating, right? Like, see, I used to do that shit where I would go sometimes straight to a chick's house, right? And I recently did that shit, and I fucked up because I wasn't even taking my own advice, because I always say don't go straight to a chick's house that you didn't meet yet. You gotta meet her. You feel what I'm saying? Either, like, get a drink or something, because, and also have her meet you halfway. See, the thing is, you went all the way out there. You never seen this chick. You never talked to this girl really in person. Have her meet you halfway or something, or even have her meet you near you, so you don't have to go too much out your way. But either way, don't overextend yourself for some chick you never really met in person, because you want to meet her first, because you want to first of all see how she looks in person. You feel what I'm saying? Because my dude in the chat room, Bursford, he was saying, did you even FaceTime the chick? And FaceTime is cool, but I feel like you still need to be in front of a person to see how they really are. You feel me? Because they could look cool on FaceTime and everything seems all right, but then when you really get in front of a motherfucker, you get to see the real them and see how they really are. You feel what I'm saying? And so the reason why I say meet the chicks is because you want to see who they really are and how they really look and their personality and all that before you get to that next level of trying to smash or do whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Because like if you was to tell this chick, like let's say the same situation, if you told this chick to meet you halfway, you wouldn't have went all the way out to where she was at. Or let's say if you told her to meet you near where you're at, you understand, maybe 5 minutes away from where you are, then you would have only been 5 minutes from where you at, so you wouldn't have wasted so much time. You feel what I mean? But see, now it's like the shit, you went all the way out there, and then it wasted all that time because some chick was on some attention horse shit. You feel what I'm saying? So I say for next time, any of them chicks you meet online, tell them to meet you first, meet you halfway, or meet you all the way near where you're at, and then fill them out first, and then after that you start doing some other shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be wasting too much time on that craziness. You feel me? It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm fucked up, man. Like now I'm like on the highway and shit.
Oh damn, yeah. Hey, it's it happens sometimes. At least now you learned from it. You feel what I'm saying? All it is like, what have you learned from the situation? You feel me?
Yeah.
And
fucking 50 minutes to see a bitch.
Right. And this is the thing too. This is what I'm gonna tell you, and this is what I tell other people too, because this is the mistakes that I made. And I recently made this mistake where you'll know that you shouldn't do this, and then you'll probably end up doing it again. You feel what I'm saying? You're gonna meet another chick, she's gonna be bad as fuck, and you're gonna be like, damn, the last one was on some bullshit, but maybe this one, you know what I'm saying? And you're just gonna go out there. So really stick to this shit and think hard about it and don't do it again. You feel what I'm saying? Do it a different way. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I was saying earlier, what happened was, damn, I got mad people call. I'm gonna get to you guys in a second real quick, but I went over a chick's house straight off Tinder, and she looked good on the pictures and shit. You understand? So I get to this chick's house, and it was a tragedy, bro. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like it was terrible. It was terrible. And so I felt stupid, but also I thought it was good because I was like, good. This is punishment for me for not following the fucking game. You understand what I'm saying? See, so the thing was like, I was just like, damn. Well, I was like, well, you know what? This is what I get for not, following what I should have been doing. You feel what I'm saying? So think twice next time and really, take heed to understanding what happened in the situation. And and use that for next time to make a better decision the next time you're meeting any of these chicks online or whatever it is. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what it is.
My dude, man. I don't know if I told you, but just my luck in general with online, man. I think I'm just gonna take to approach it in real life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do that. Yeah, do that too. Like, and that's the thing with the online thing. A lot of guys use the online. They get a little bit lazy. So I say you use both. You can use the online shit, but you also still should be out there approaching chicks in person and all that. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So definitely. But yo, let me I'm gonna try to get a little bit more of these calls, and I'm gonna highlight you in a minute. All right?
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm gonna talk to you soon. Jeez. Yeah, man. That shit crazy. I'm telling you. That shit is the worst. I've been in them situations, man. I've been in them situations. What's up? Who's calling? What's up? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's popping? Who's this?
This is He-Boy.
Where you from?
I'm from San Francisco.
Okay, that's what's goes. What's going on with you?
All right, man. I had a similar problem yesterday. So I met this chick on Tinder and everything.
Right.
And I went to pick her up in her house, and I don't know, for some reason I felt like she had an attitude throughout the whole interaction. And then we went to have lunch, and I was trying to hold her hand, and she was not. She was, closing her arms. So, I was really confused. And then at the end, nothing happened.
Right. Right. Well, that's what happens sometimes. I mean, you did the right thing as far as you trying to flirt with her, I guess, touch her hand and all that stuff because you need to see how interested she is. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is, she showed you that she wasn't really that interested. You understand? Which is good. So now you don't really got to waste no more time on her. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the funny part is, while I was taking her back home, I asked her, would you be down to have some brunch on Saturday? And she was like, yeah, I would love to, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, I don't really know what was going on. I mean, I even brought her back to my place and we watched Netflix and stuff.
So wait, hold on. She came to your house?
Yeah.
And what did you try to do something at your house?
So, you know, I showed her my house and everything, and then we sat down at the couch and we were watching, you know, just Netflix. And I lay my head over on her, and then I tried to, you know, touch her hand, whatever. You know, she kept holding back the whole time, and then, you know, I just took her back to her place after.
Wow, bro. Listen, you need to charge this chick to the game. You feel what I'm saying? Because the fact that, because I didn't even know. I'm thinking you just went on the date. She was acting a little whatever, and I was saying, well, maybe. And what I was thinking was maybe she just don't like PDA. So maybe if you get her back to your crib, something will go down. Now you telling me I went to the crib and shit didn't go down still? Hell fucking no.
Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't.
So y'all didn't even make out of nothing.
Nope, nothing.
Oh my God.
Even at the end, my car, when I was about to tell her bye, you know, she straight away got out of the car. I don't know if she was nervous. I don't know what happened.
Nah,
but, you know,
you gotta charge that to the game, bro.
After, you know, she was like, "Oh, thank you for lunch," blah blah blah. So, you know, at this point, I don't really know.
Nah, charge that to the game, bro. You got, and it's funny because this is the thing. See, you shouldn't have told her you was gonna take her to lunch, right? But since you already did, take her to lunch. And the reason why I'm telling you to take her to lunch is because, and this goes for guys. You gotta be as a man, you gotta do what you say you're gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? So you already told her. I wouldn't have told her that shit, but you did say it. So take her ass to lunch, right? Now, most likely she's gonna still be on that bullshit, and I would already charged her to the game in my mind or whatever. But she's gonna probably still be on that bullshit.
You know, I don't want to waste my time.
Right. So she's gonna be on that bullshit. Take her to lunch. You know, take her somewhere real cheap. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Buy her a $3-4 sandwich, and then keep that shit pushing. You feel what I'm saying? Because.
Right.
And you going to take her out to that lunch is more so for you to be accountable for yourself, because as a man you got to make sure that you say what you're going to do. This is why, like, anything that I say to a woman, I basically do what I'm going to say. You understand? Period. So you already told her you're going to do it. Now you got to go do it. So I would say after that, charge to the game, because even if, let's say, she sort of starts coming around with the bullshit, or starts like to you know, show some interest, she's already showed too much disinterest to where now she's going into wishy-washy territory, meaning if she's that uncomfortable from that time, and now she sort of seemed like she might be comfortable, let's say if I go to lunch, and then all of a sudden she seems uncomfortable again, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're dealing with a girl who is you know, back and forth or all over the place. Whenever you're dealing with women, it should be either they're 100% cooperating and they're just into you like a motherfucker, or they're not. Anything in between, you don't really want to fuck with too much. You understand? In certain cases, you know, a chick could warm up to you, and then, you know, it goes into the direction of her being extremely cooperative. You understand? But in a lot of cases, in this specific case that you're talking about, nah, this chick, you need to charge her ass to the game right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, she's done. You know what I mean? Like, don't even try to deal with her. Just like, you know, do that little lunch thing for like 45 minutes to an hour. Bounce. Good luck. You know, good luck to you. We're good. You understand what I'm saying? And see, and that's the thing too, is that the fact that she wasn't cooperating on that first date, it should have told you that you're not to go out with her on the second date. You understand? See, the problem is a lot of guys think, well, maybe she's gonna, like me later. Maybe I gotta try again. Maybe I gotta try harder. Nah, don't do that. And this is what I talk about where, the topic of the show is like, how easy the game is that if you, like the game has rules. Now, it doesn't say that the rules have to be so rigid that they can't be, skewed or broken in certain situations depending on the, what's happening in a specific situation. But a lot of times shit is really cut and dry. It's really black and white in a lot of cases, or there's certain complexities, but the complexities fall under the black and white situations. It's either she's feeling you or she's not. You understand what I'm saying? And so every time when you're dealing with a girl, just be like, is she showing things that's showing that she's feeling me, or is she showing things that's showing that she's not feeling me? You understand? The problem with guys is that we've been conditioned to think that women don't like us and we have to convince them to like us. So therefore we got to keep trying and keep going and keep pushing to get her to like us. That's the bullshit. Don't not. You understand what I'm saying? Either she's down or she's not. It don't take a woman no more. It takes her like 5 seconds to know if she down to make some shit pop. You understand what I'm saying? She could, she could not necessarily be all the way in as far as like, oh, she wants to suck your dick now. But the fact is she should be showing some interest now. She should be showing that she wants to, get with you and be with you now. You understand what I'm saying? All that extra, I'm not sure. Nah, fuck all of that. Like, she's done. You feel what I'm saying? She's fucking done. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's, I even, it's funny because on that same day, I met this other chick, and my confidence and motivation was, it was all lost.
Right, exactly. See?
I had no motivation. I felt like chicks didn't like me no more. It didn't really help out too much.
Right, and you see that, and that's
because I put a lot of energy, trying to, have conversation, trying to, get her to do anything, and she wasn't down to, so.
Right, because this is the thing. This is the thing. They saying you high in the chat room, the way you're talking, but this is the thing. That's a good point, because the thing is that you dealing with that girl in that manner, you understand, is putting you in the mind frame of, sort of like seeing that as dating. Like, damn, like I gotta, these girls is on some bullshit. Because anytime you're with a chick, you start to sort of, on a subconscious level, at that moment, think this is what it is, period. You understand? It's like, damn, this girl's flaking on me. She's doing this. I guess girls don't like me. I guess girls, are on, they on some bullshit. I got to do this. I got to do that. So you got to, that's why I always say immediately charge these women to the game, because the more that you indulge in a woman who's like this, who's not cooperating, who's on some bullshit, is going to fuck up your psyche and how you see and view women and the game and yourself in those situations. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you got to get rid of those chicks who aren't cooperating, because the more women you have cooperating with you, right? So let's say you talk to 10 girls, and let's say two out of those 10 go out with you and they cooperate, right? And you're so focused on that, when you talk to the next girl, right, what's going to happen is that your confidence level and the feeling that you have when you're interacting with women is going to be so, the energy is going to be so crazy that the next girl is going to be feeling it and want to jump onto it. You understand? So it creates a domino effect.
Right.
When you are indulging with women who are on some fuck shit, you understand what I'm saying? Then you're trying so hard to make it work with them, and then your confidence is low, your energy is low, and then when you try to deal with another woman, that comes off when you're dealing with her, and then it doesn't work out with her. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of it has to do with, how you make that shit go down. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what that shit is. Real fucking talk, bro. You feel me? But charge your ass.
It was a horrible, it was a horrible thing. But like you said, I might just try the lunch thing, for maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah, make that shit quick.
If she's not down, I'm gonna say I gotta go, or it was nice meeting you. So
make that shit quick, and then keep that shit fucking moving. You feel what I'm saying? But yo, I got a couple other calls. I'm gonna holler at you later. All right?
I appreciate it.
Peace. Later. What's going on? What's popping?
Hey, what's up, Mr. Locario? This is Tyrone from Minnesota.
What's going on with you? How's everything?
Everything's everything, man. Just chilling. Just running a few errands here and now.
That's what's up. What's up with you?
Yeah, I had a few questions in regards to females on Tinder and how they be acting. It's just a pattern that I had noticed with certain things that they be doing.
Right.
Like for instance, one of my questions are like, why is it that certain females on Tinder be having this whole stupid, it's like this whole concept of you, like they'll say like some stuff, me, I'm out. They'll put a statement saying me, colon, outgoing, blah 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 blah, and then they will say you, this and that, open doors. I'm just like, what the fuck is this? It's just too much. It's like they expecting that type of guy or expecting that perfect type of guy. And you have women that will be on especially the attention whores. They will be on the like every picture of them. They're play kissing their friend and having a whole bunch of pics with their friends. And I'm like, wait a minute, I ain't Columbo. I ain't got time for this. So my question is like, why do they be doing that type of stuff?
Well, that's the thing. All of the fucking shit, man, is a lot of basically attention whoring shit. That's all it is. Like the pictures with those, all the friends and jumping up and all that. That's attention whoring shit. But also the stuff that they write in their profiles about, me, I'm this fabulous woman, and you have to be this and all of that other crap. And a lot of it too is because a lot of these chicks, right? And this is the same reason why they put shit like, you see a lot of shit that says no hookups or, I'm not here for casual sex and all that garbage. And the reason is because most of these women that are out here doing this shit is because they've been shitted on by a lot of dudes. You understand what I'm saying? They've been, dogged out. The dudes that they wanted to make something happen with, they played them and all this other stuff. So they feel like, I got to say this or I got to say this, to pump myself up. And also, I want this type of guy. So they're just putting that shit. But the thing is, a lot of times when they're putting those things also is to make themselves look good to you. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how they feel like they're supposed to market themselves to you, where they're like, I'm super fabulous and I'm this and I'm that and yada, yada, yada. You feel what I'm saying? Yep. But it's like a lot of times, those chicks out there don't really got nothing to offer. That's unfortunately, which is why they keep getting. You gotta ask yourself this: why is it that a good majority of women, right, have to say no hookups on their online dating profiles, right? The reason why women have to say this is because most of the guys that try to fuck with them are just trying to have sex with them. But then when you get deeper into it, you say, why are these guys just trying to fuck them? And that's it. The reason why these guys are just trying to fuck them and that's it is because they ain't got shit else to offer. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if they had other things to offer, they wouldn't need to put no hookups, because if they was awesome like that, there would be a good amount of guys who they hook up with or who they chill with or who they, date or whatever, that will be like, look, you're a cool motherfucking chick. Let's keep it going. Let's make something happen. It's going to be, because this is the thing. Most guys are not trying to be players. You understand? I get a lot of dudes who are trying to get girlfriends. They're like, yo, how do I get a girlfriend? I was just at a event last week, and I was speaking to this dude for maybe like a half an hour, and he was just like, yo, man, I'm really just trying to get a girlfriend because I want to get a wife one day. Like, he's on that shit. See what I'm saying? So a lot of women, they'll put that no hookup shit, no this, no that, or all this other craziness, because those women don't really got anything to offer, which is why guys are just fucking them. You feel what I'm saying? That's really all it is. Right. You feel what I mean? So women always say, oh, how come guys just want sex? How come guys just want that? No, guys don't just want sex. Guys want sex, of course, like we want it. But the thing is, the reason why we only take the sex is because everything else is trash. You understand what I'm saying? With a lot of women. You feel what I mean? Right. And so that's why and that's why they put all those things up there, trying to big themselves up, and which is nothing wrong with that, to try to big themselves up or whatever. But they're putting all those things there because they've been sort of shitted on, and guys are just fucking them. So they want to be like, oh, this is who I am. I'm super awesome. This is who you need to be. You need to be super awesome. And you can't just be here to hook up with me and yada, yada, yada. Because all that's doing is telling a story of what has been happening in her situation. Because all these women are getting a lot of guys who are just trying to fuck them. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why a lot of these guys trying to fuck them is because there's nothing else after the fucking. You feel what I'm saying? That's just how it goes.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Yeah, but, also, and I was reading up in the last video that you did. Yeah, you're right, man. It's just obvious anyway. yeah, that women be that be lying, trying to put up this whole facade about themselves, saying I'm awesome and this and that.
Right.
So yeah, so definitely, I mean, and I'm gonna use that method that you were suggesting earlier, as far as running that test on women or asking those particular questions.
Right.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how independent are you, or how comfortable you are with your sexualness and whatnot. So that's why I'm gonna start pulling every now and then.
Right. And when you on Tinder and all those sites, the main thing you got to understand is getting them off the sites as soon as possible. So I always tell guys, because even let's say you was on Tinder and you asked the chick, on a scale of 1 to 10, how, like, this is the first message you sent her. On a scale of 1 to 10, how open-minded are you, or how sexual are you, whatever. And then let's say she responds to that. Then right after she responds, be like, oh, cool, what's up? What you up to this weekend? We should get together, get a drink. And then you move into that. So, as much as you can, try to get her off the site as quickly as possible. You understand what I'm saying? And then that's going to make it even, easier for you to make shit pop. You understand?
Okay. Definitely. Hey, man, keep doing what you're doing, man. You're doing a good job, man. You're doing a great job.
Appreciate it, man.
You and Miles, man. Y'all good, man.
Appreciate it. Definitely, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm going to definitely holler at you, yo.
Yep. Have a good day.
All right. Peace. Yeah, man. Yo, these chicks be on that shit on them online dating sites. So we got in the chat. Royal Illness was popping. Eddie Walker. Kev Smith was good. Richard Jensen is up in the spot. It's crazy. Richard, you going to be trolling today? That's what's going to be happening? But yeah, it's when we talking about the game and shit, and the shit being easier for you, it's all about you learning it. You understand? Because all the stuff that I'm telling you guys is shit that I learned over the years, shit that I've been taught, shit that works for me, works for clients that I work with, and so it gets easier the more you know, and then the more you put yourself out there to test it and see what works best for you. You feel what I'm saying? Because the game at the end of the day, what's up, Dino? The game at the end of the day is about you and what you want and how to get what you want. You feel what I'm saying? Khalid, you said, how do you make friends? What are you talking about? You talk to people. You interact with them. You understand? See if you got shit in common, if y'all want to, hang out and do shit. But the thing is, what you got to understand about the game is that once you figure out yourself and what you want, everything is going to be easier to get because now you have a basis of what you want. It's like simple, like writing like a list, a grocery list on, you go to the grocery store. If you write down and you know what you want to get, it's going to be quicker and easier for you to get the things. And then you actually got the things you want versus you don't know what you're trying to do. You walk up in the spot. You don't know where anything is. You're not really sure what you should get. It's just like, it's a fucking mess. You feel what I'm saying? But also, too, you have to be able to, set standards for yourself, too. Because then it's going to be easier for you to maneuver in a lot of situations. Because this is the thing. It's the combination of understanding the game and also understanding yourself, and then also understanding women. So like a lot of guys, the reason why they stick around with these girls, like that last caller where he was like, yo, the chick, we went out and she was, being on some uncooperative shit. And then he still said, hey, let's get together again. The only reason he's saying, hey, let's get together again is because he probably didn't understand the game that well. And he thinks, well, I got to keep going. Nah, he should have kicked us to the curb. He doesn't understand women that much because if a woman is really feeling you, she will fuck with you in some capacity on that first date. You understand? To show you some interest. You understand? And then, he didn't really know what he wanted. And then it's like, he needs to understand that there's an abundance of women out there and he could just get another girl. He doesn't need to stick with this chick who's going to be on that bullshit. AJ, what's popping, yo? What's going on? Crazy. So what's up with you people? So number 646-481-3901. I know there were some people trying to call up earlier. Eddie Walker, you said, can you send me a picture and you tell me why you can't get women? Email me at askmrlocario@gmail. Or actually just go under any of my videos and then click that link. You understand? Loc 121, the numbers to call in. That's what the number's for. But you're asking me to send you want to send me a picture so that I can tell you why you can't get women. And the ironic part is the fact that you're sending me a picture and thinking that's a big reason why you can't get women is the reason why you can't get women, because you think that it's probably all about your looks. You understand? You're probably like, oh, I look this way so I can't get girls. Now, it could be your appearance. You probably dress sloppy, or you don't, you look like you don't take care of yourself. That could be one of the things. But a lot of it can also be in your personality, the way you come across, your confidence, all those other things that make a woman, feel you. Heat Boy was popping. Morocco. 11. You said throw out some openers. See, and that's the thing. How you open, depending on how you want to do it, like if you do it indirectly, it depends on the situation. You understand? So whatever the situation is, you open up with whatever's going on in this situation. So if you're chilling at a party, and the DJ's playing some song or whatever, and then there's a girl next to you, be like, hey, what you think about this song right here? And you're opening with that. You understand? Or if you go directly, you can just open up with, hey, listen, how you doing? I think you're pretty cute. What's your name? Blah, blah, blah. You just say that. So your opener depends on how you want to attack the situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like and a lot of times what you got to understand about the game is that the more you do certain things, right, the more comfortable you're going to get at it. And then you're going to have a certain style that's, unique to you, that you see works best for you. So, Eddie Walker, go under any of my videos. I got like 1,000 videos and the links are there. So you can just click the link that says send me a question. Okay. And then you can send it there. It's real simple. And then you send me your information or whatever. But actually, let me give you my email address, because you might not be able to send a picture through that. Ask Mr. Locario. Hold on. Ask Mr. Locario @gmail.com. Okay. That's the email right there. But yeah, a lot of times, depending on how you maneuver, it's going to be easier for you to do certain things, and maybe more difficult for you to do other things because you're not too comfortable saying certain things. BT Platinum 23, what's going on? Yeah, so it all depends. It all depends. Me, I personally like to be extremely direct with women a lot of times. You understand what I'm saying? That's just me, because I like to get shit cracking quickly. And that's what I'm actually going to have on my next Bad Boy membership program, which all of you guys should be a Bad Boy member. Go to mrlocario.com. And not mrlocario.com. Go to badboymembership.com. I got too many websites. Go to badboymembership.com and join the membership, because I got my new joint coming out, and it's going to basically teach you how to get shit faster, how to get sex faster, how to get dates faster, how to get girls' numbers faster, everything faster. Because I like to do shit fast. You understand? I don't like to, wait too damn long and go on like 25 million dates, and nah. I want the shit to go down now. You understand what I'm saying? So I teach you how to get that shit going faster. So that's going to be coming out at the beginning of March. That's going to be the new Bad Boy membership joint. So make sure all of you guys join the Bad Boy membership. Go to badboymembership.com. Right? So with me, what I do is I go extremely direct. I'd say 90% of the time. Like 90% of the time, if I see a woman on the street, or I'm at a party, or I'm at an event, I go up to the chick and I be like, hey, how you doing? What's going on? You are sexy as all hell. What's going on with you? And then so when I tell her that, I be like, are you sexy? You're adorable, whatever it is. Any type of thing to let her know that I think she's fucking hot, right? Now, I look at her reaction to that. And then based off of her reaction, then I go on, if she's reacting positively to it, I keep it going. If she seems like she's not, interested, or she seems like she's, uncomfortable with it, or she seems nervous. And this is the thing that you got to understand. And this is what I was talking about with learning the game and being well versed in it, and how it's going to be easier for you. A lot of shit. Let me tell you guys something. Listen to this, because this is going to help you a lot, okay? A lot of things you cannot, let me put it this way. There's a lot of things you won't be able to learn unless you put yourself out there. I'm going to continue on that in a second after this call. Yo, what's poppin'? What's going on? Who's this?
Yo, what's poppin'? It's Johnny. What's going on?
What's up? What's good with you, man?
What's good? What's good? Yeah, I want to tell you some funny-ish shit that happened last Saturday, man.
Right.
I met this chick on who the fuck I'm here? POF, I think. Yeah, right. POF. Mm-hmm. We were supposed to hang out. I gotta scale back. We were supposed to hang out like a week before she like, I think I was telling you how she called, she said we can't wait to see me, and then she called me and said she was sick or something like that.
Right.
So we ended up meeting that Monday, the day before Valentine's Day. We met up, chilled or whatever, and then she kind of wanted, we set up something for Valentine's. I think we went bowling. or whatever.
Right.
And after we went bowling, on Tuesday. So I was kind of hitting oh, what you doing Tuesday, And she's like, yeah, we don't, she's like, I ain't doing nothing. I was like, I don't want to go nowhere, where everything's gonna be too crowded. So I was kind of hitting my house, and she kind of knew what I was trying to do. So
right.
She was just blatantly told me no. So anyway, we went bowling. Kissed her a little bit after the bowling or whatever. She bought a round of drinks at one point during the bowling thing, which was cool.
Right.
And then I was supposed to hang out with her. Then I hung out with her on Friday on the late night because I had went out with this other chick and she was on some bullshit, so I hit her up.
Right.
And then I went to the crib. I was trying to do something at her crib, but she lived with her parents or whatever.
Right.
So then Saturday I eventually smashed, and then after I smashed, I woke up. I was like, "Oh shit, I gotta get this chick out." And then when I eventually, I got her out, I'm thinking I have to get this chick out. And then by the time I actually got her out, she gave me a fucking attitude and was all pissed off and shit, and just stormed out the house. And I'm thinking in my head yo, what you getting mad for? You live 7 minutes from my house, driving. She lives a hospital just from my crib. So
right.
It kind of boggled my mind. She was just pissed off, and she ain't never texted me ever since.
Right. So basically the next day she woke up and she was just well, she was mad you ain't driving home or something. What was she talking about? Why was she?
Nah, she was just mad because it was 3 o'clock in the morning. She came over around 10. We chilled, ate some pizza.
Right.
We smashed.
Oh, so you told her to bounce at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I told her to bounce at 3 in the morning.
Oh, that's what it was. I thought you meant that.
I woke up.
No, go ahead.
No, I said I woke up we smashed whatever, and then I felt I was damn, it's 3 in the morning. Because what happened was my doorbell rang and my brother came through.
Right.
And I was like, 5 more minutes. I was like, 5 more minutes. I gotta boot her out.
Right.
So I'm thinking how I'm gonna get this girl out. So I said some shit yo, my brother coming through to the house, and she was like, what the fuck you mean your brother coming through? Yada yada yada. And I'm like, I can understand if you drove 45 minutes, but you live she drove to my house and she lives right. 3, 4, or 5 minutes driving. So she got real aggravated or whatever like that. I remember she was even parked
right
in my the back of my building, mad as hell, mad as hell. And
see, all that is, let me tell you what that is. That's because at first I was wondering because I thought you meant you told her to leave and it was she spent the night and it was maybe 8, 9 in the morning or something. I thought that was the situation. But you're saying 3 in the morning you told her to bounce, right?
Yeah, 3 in the morning.
Right. So basically that's what it is that she felt like a smut. That's what she felt like. That's why she got the attitude. That's all it was. You understand? Because you got her back to the spot, you smashed, and now you're telling her to bounce at 3 in the morning. You feel what I'm saying? So she's feeling
that's what I was thinking too.
That's all that is.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm not treating you like a spot. I'm like, yeah, we chilled 4 days in that one week. I was like, so she probably felt like we invested so much time. You know,
exactly.
I was all about momentum and shit, and I actually got it. And I wasn't gonna like, double or what like that. It was cool.
Right.
We could have still been doing what we were doing, but when I sent her that text like around, I think 3:50, like close to 4 a.m.
Right.
I said, yo, just making sure you got home safe. She's like, I'm good. Don't worry about me. I said, okay.
Wow. And so wait, so y'all smashed and y'all fell asleep, right? And then you woke up at like, okay, see, then that's the thing. See, she probably thought that it was getting comfortable to where she was, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all were moving in that direction of like, oh, I'm gonna sleep over this guy's house. This is great. We're gonna wake up in the morning and you understand what I'm saying? So you smashed, y'all fell asleep, and then you woke up in the middle of the night, or you say like 3 a.m. or whatever. You understand? And then, so she felt so she felt a certain way about that. So that's the only reason why she was mad. It was her ego of feeling like, damn, like this guy just dissed me. You understand what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand something. When you have sex with a chick, unless the girl is, because this is the thing. How long have you and her been sort of seeing each other before y'all smashed?
Like a week. A week.
But you said you saw her like 3 or 4 times, right? I
saw her, like the first time, like I told you, I met her, I want to say 2 weeks ago.
Right.
We were supposed to, I waited a week. I was supposed to link up with Friday. And then she flaked on Friday. Then we set up for that Monday, the day before Valentine's Day. We chilled on that Monday. Then we chilled on Valentine's Day. And then I was trying to smash on Friday. And then Sunday she came to my house and we finally smashed.
Right.
So Saturday she finally came. So Monday, Tuesday, give her like a 2-day break. Friday she was trying to link up with me, but I told her I had something to do.
Right.
And then I was like, you know what? Let me try to see if I can get another off real quick at 10 o'clock at night. So,
right.
And then she was giving it to me, but then she didn't want to go all the way because she was at her parents' house. And then Saturday, that's when I got it back to my place.
Right. And see, that's the thing.
When we did it popping.
She probably had them feelings for you, and you just like, it was like, all right, cool. Bounce. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's the combination of I'm telling you, it's the combination of the fact that she came through and y'all smashed and y'all slept together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fell asleep together, and then you woke up like basically in the middle of the night to tell. So you're waking her up to tell her to bounce. It's not like y'all just smashed and he was like, all right, well, I got to get up early. You can bounce, whatever. You sort of had her fall asleep there, and so she got comfortable with it. You feel what I'm saying? So she thought it was something more, and then it's like you was like, nah, you got to get out. You understand what I'm saying? So like it's almost like giving somebody, a raise and then taking the raise back. You feel what I'm saying? That's why she, you know what I'm saying? That's why she was upset. You feel what I'm saying? But this is what I want to point out though. I'm glad that you called because I want guys to understand, because notice because you've been calling for the past few weeks, and you know what I'm saying? And and you come into the Bad Boy Seminar and shit too, right? So this is what I want. This is what I want to guys to understand. If you notice, right, you are out there hollering at chicks. You understand what I'm saying? You are, there's some chicks where it didn't work out. There's some chicks where, it did work out, where, certain chicks was giving you head. You doing this. You smashed this girl the other day. You understand?
I smashed her last night, so it's just like,
right.
It really is the numbers game.
That's what I'm saying. And you're being consistent and persistent with the game. You feel what I'm saying? So the more that you're doing that, and then notice what you're also doing is that you're continuing to learn the game as you are, doing what you're doing. You're not just sitting there. You're not sitting back. You're not, expecting everything to just fall in your lap. You're putting in work. So when you put in the work, the shit goes down. And this is what I keep trying to tell guys, is that you got to put in the work, because once you put in the work, then shit's going to, go where it needs to go. But that's why, and that's what we're talking about today, where, when we talk about, how to get good at game, and you're good and you're getting even better as time goes on, because you're putting yourself in the situations. You're putting yourself out there. You see what I mean? And so that's what I want guys to understand, is that, you gotta, keep that shit going, and you gotta be confident. You gotta be able to, know when to strike when the iron's hot, to keep the shit popping and to keep it going. So I extremely commend you. I gotta give a clap for you to get shit popping. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then it was funny because me and my friend were talking like earlier today, and I was like, he's saying like, yo, I don't understand how you can go out with these chicks, and he's like, there's something you're doing that you can able to get these chicks to come out. Right. But then you don't see him again. He said, I could just never really understand that. And I said, yo, I don't know, these girls might just like the feeling of going out with a dude. But then when I finished the day, they just go back to living their regular lives. They wasn't really interested in me. They just wanted to go out just because they would be at the house. They just wanted to be able to start and say, like, I'm out with somebody or whatever like that. Right. Because I was listening to, I listened to your boys too. Your boy, Hughes. Right. I listened to him one time, and he said some shit that I fall back from the texting and everything. And I called this one chick. She was sending me like pictures and shit, and we went to the crib. Right. Then we went out, had a drink, then she went back to the crib. She knew I had to go work in the morning, and I smashed her, and then she automatically knew she had to get up and then start packing and get into her car. Right. Right. And within like a 45 to hour radius, you know what I mean? Right. And see, that's the thing too. Yo, a lot of, and shout out to my dude Eddie Fuse. For those who don't know, I got to do some more videos with Eddie Fuse, but his name is Eddie, and Fuse is spelled Fews. Fews. So check him out on YouTube. That's my dude right there. We done a couple things in the past. I got to do some more videos with Eddie Fuse and shit. But that's the thing. There's girls out there that they also just want to fuck. You understand what I'm saying? And so if you put yourself out there, then you're going to be able to get to those girls who just want to do that. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that guys got to also understand is like you said, you smash the girl and she's like, all right, cool. Like, I had a good time. I got to bounce. You feel what I'm saying? And so, she just it won't be a thing. She had to leave. She went to the bathroom, did her normal, do how chicks do their normal routine, and then got dressed and then dipped. Right. Exactly. Yeah, versus like the other chicks, we fell asleep. She was drinking, I was drinking a little bit. Then fell asleep, and then I wake her up, and she got mad as hell and just dipped and never talked to me again. Right. Now, what would you say your steps not to pick up? Do you think she'll ever hit me back, or do you think her ego is just too strong for her comfort that now you're going to hit me back or whatever? Because I've been hitting back ever since, and I don't even feel like hitting her back. So you're asking why like after you smash the chick and she bounces or whatever, and then you're saying why wouldn't she hit you back? Do you think like what would be like a good course to ask like to respond to her if she like finally hits me back or whatever? Because I haven't talked to her like almost about a week. This happened Saturday. So well, the thing is this though. The thing is this also you got to understand too is that some girls actually just want to have sex with you for that night, and that's it. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that's the thing that guys got to sort of come to terms with. Meaning, the same way you just see a chick who, and you smash her once, and you're like, oh yeah, that was fun, that's cool, and it is what it is. And you might smash her again or whatever, but it's not really that big of a deal or whatever. It's the same thing for a chick. Like, she was alright, like. Right. You know what I'm saying? So chicks, they get horny too. You understand what I'm saying? And they just want to fuck sometimes. There was this one chick that, man, like I would say she was like, one of the like top, like 5 baddest chicks that I smashed in my life. Like she was just ridiculous, right? So, we went out one time and then we went over a crib, we did it, whatever. And that was the last time I seen her. And the thing was, I wanted to see her again too. So I had texted her one time or whatever, and she just never had got back to me and everything. But the thing is that there's situations where I've been in with other women where I would smash and then that'll be it, and then there'll be other situations where I would smash and then they'll be hitting me back. You understand what I'm saying? So it all depends on the girl, because sometimes also too. Not only that, she'll smash, but she also has some other dude on the side who might not necessarily be her boyfriend, but it's a guy she's trying to work some shit out with. So she's fucking you while she's trying to work the shit out with him, and then now she's worked the shit out with him, which is why she doesn't call you back. You feel what I'm saying? So it's it's a few things, but if you want to hit her back, just hit her back once and then see, hey, what's up, blah, 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 blah. And then if she wants to make it happen, she'll make it happen again. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times women just want to fuck you one time, just like how sometimes you might just want to, hit a chick off real quick, and that's that. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, because I personally think, like, my brother asked me, like, yo, damn, Because, you know, he was there, and he said, yo, that shit was bad as hell. She was in the car. Like, she actually parked next to him.
Mm-hmm.
But she didn't know who he was or whatever. She parked next to me, like, and he got out the car, and he said, yo, she looked like she was mad as hell, writing a mean-ass text message. You know, this shit. Like, she stood there, like, in like, awe, because I seen, like, the back of my window. I was like, bitch, ain't pull out the parking spot to leave. Like, you know, she was just pissed. So, like, I ain't never, you know, then when she wrote me off saying, oh, I'm good, don't worry about me, I was like, okay, all right, I can't hit you up no more.
Right,
you
right.
Know?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. That's the thing, you know. I wouldn't be surprised if she texts you back and hit you up again, you know what I'm saying? But she was just, it seemed like she was just initially upset at the fact that you woke up at 3 a.m. and kicked her out. You feel what I'm saying? I think that's.
Yeah, she even said something. She even said something in the breath like, "Oh, you got what you got." You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's like, oh, you got what you wanted now, so you. That's how you gonna be. You just got what you wanted. Now you gonna act. That's, dude. Let me tell you, man. A lot of times these women, their only, you know, thing that they have is their vagina. So once you fuck them, they just like. They're just like, damn, like now it's done, because a lot of times that's what happens. Dudes have sex with them and then they never call them again. You understand? So
yeah, even the chick last night, she's like, "You gonna text me tomorrow?"
That's what she
said, "You gonna text me? You gonna text me tomorrow?" And I told my brother, I said, "Yo, I hate when these chicks and securities be popping out, man. Like,
right?
I'm like, yo, if I hit you up, I hit you up. If I don't, I don't."
Right.
So it's kind of like,
that's crazy. That's crazy. What up, I am Ron? What's going on? But yeah, that's I like to hear this shit. I like to hear that, yo, you going out there, you putting in the work, you getting it popping, you go, you know what I'm saying? And so you're studying the game and you're seeing results. Now you're at a different level of the game, meaning now you're good. You know, these are the times where you have to be able to, like, either maintain certain situations if you want to, but also understand what's going on in the situations that you're in. Because let's say you smash a chick. Let's say even this chick that you just smashed the other day. You know, you couldn't sort of continue to see her, and if she wants to make it happen or whatever. But you got to ask yourself, or look at her behavior and say, okay, is this a girl that I want to continue to fuck with, or not, based off of how she's acting? You feel what I'm saying? And so those are questions that, you know, you got to ask yourself once, you know, you smash a chick, you hit it off, whatever, and let's say she wants to keep shit going. Do I keep it going with her, or do I keep it moving? And even sometimes before you smash, you might see a chick who's on some other crazy shit, and then you say, do I smash or do I just keep it moving? So it's a lot of different questions you got to ask yourself, depending on what you're trying to do and what's and how the vibe is between you and the girls. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, because right now I'm like, okay, if I don't smash, like, I really don't care if I do smash or not. I'd be liking to get results and just test myself out. Like, sometimes, like, I told my brother, like, I just sometimes go on dates just for shits and giggles.
Right. But
then a lot of times I be like, man, I shouldn't waste my time because I could have went to work. You know, like, you know, I was just like, man, all this shit was black. I felt like I wasted my time coming out, and I spent, like, you know, maybe like $10, $15. You know, I feel like now my time is being wasted. Like, if I would have called her or found out how dull she was, I just wouldn't have, like, probably even went out with her and stuff like that.
Right.
I be getting like that sometimes, but like that was 2 chicks last week. Like, picked her up 20 minutes from my house, and I have to drop her back off and bring her back to some place close to my spot just in case I do smash.
Right. So yeah, that's a lot of things you gotta. There's a lot of different things you gotta figure out. But also, what I would say is, and this goes for any other guy, when you're dealing with chicks, you gotta say to yourself, okay, what is gonna be the most beneficial thing for me to do, and what's gonna benefit me the most in any of these situations. So anytime when I go out with a chick, and let's say I take her somewhere, I say, okay, you know, do I want to go to this place? Is this a place I want to be at? Is it going to be me going out of my way? You understand? Because the thing is that if this chick turns out to be, you know, whack, you don't want it to be where you've overextended yourself and then now the shit came out whack. You understand what I'm saying? So you want it to be where if you just did your thing, and let's say if it was whack, it's like, well, it was whack, but I didn't go all out. You understand? And then if you do get some shit that's popping or is hot, you got it without you having to go all out. You feel what I'm saying? So it's always,
you know. She was down the street. She lived in my town, so it was just like, it was like work. It was just like worth it. You know, she came, followed me to the car, parked in, and we got it popping. She was giving me a little bit of resistance, and we just got it. We got it going, and she ain't cursing out this time.
Right. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy. But yeah, but you doing your thing. That's what I like that. I like that shit is going, in that direction. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's show and this is what I want other guys to see is that, once you put in that work, that's when shit's going to go down. This is what we're talking about when we talk about, being good at the game, because once you start to see because once you see that you can do it, then you can replicate that. You can do it again. And of course, there's going to be times where there's going to be dry spells. There's going to be times where you're going to run into a whole bunch of bullshit with certain girls. But then once you become well versed in the shit, you know how to limit a lot of that shit, meaning limit the amount of attention whores you're going to be dealing with, limit the amount of nonsense you're going to be putting up with in certain situations, and know when to keep the shit moving, know when to strike when the pussy's hot, know when to charge it to the game, know when to hit the chick back. You understand what I'm saying? So you'll know all those things the more that you put yourself out there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's definitely because I remember you were saying that comparison thing you was telling me about how you can compare with one chick, she act like this.
Right,
when
exactly.
Get it,
exactly.
Like
that's why when guys, truthfully, that's why when guys go overseas to like Brazil, Dominican Republic, all these other places, and they see how women act in those places, and they're just like, yo, what the fuck? You understand? It's like night and day. So it's not that, that's how women are. It's like, nah, these chicks over here is on some bullshit, and these chicks over here aren't. And then you can see that sort of juxtaposition within where you're at. So if you live in Jersey or Philly or, Florida or Miami or wherever other country you're at, or, state or whatever, you can say, I noticed these girls is on some cooperative shit. These girls aren't. Let me just stick to the cooperative ones. Let me just spend more time focusing on that girl's cooperative versus trying to make shit work with this girl who was uncooperative. And it's just, you understand, you're just wasting too much time on that bullshit. You feel me? It's crazy.
Yeah, because, and it really, to other guys, like, it really takes, like, I went, like, from, I think, what was it? I smashed her in December, like, one day before the year was over, I smashed her, and then I only smashed her once, because she was that was that girl, kid I was telling you about, and then I went all of January not doing nothing, and then I did, like, 2 back-to-back within 7 days in February, so it really takes a while, like.
Right. But see, that's what it is. You're getting the shit going, man. You're getting the shit going. But yeah, man. But definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Bad Boy seminar and all that. Any of you other guys, make sure you click that link to get your tickets. It's gonna be off the hook. Yeah, feel me? Yeah,
all right, bro. I'm gonna get up with you, man.
All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you, yo.
All right,
peace. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm saying. When you guys put yourself out there and make the shit go, shit's gonna happen. And what I was saying before, with the whole, you putting yourself out there, there's certain things you're not gonna understand in the game until you are literally in front of a woman, talking to her and interacting with her, right? Because there's certain things that you only can learn literally through the application of doing the thing. You understand what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to learn it. I can't even say it to you. I can get you to that point with telling you things, but there's certain things that you need to feel and experience that I can't do that for you. You have to do that for yourself. And that takes you pushing yourself there. So I can give you the tools and the basics of how to go about it. Certain things you can say, certain things you can do, but you have to do it in order to get to that next level, in order to understand certain things. So a lot of times, it's like when you're in school, if you take, math 101 or whatever, and then you got to take that first, and then you got to do this next math 102 or 103, then you go up to calculus or whatever the fuck it is. You understand what I'm saying? But you have to experience those things first in order to get to that other level of doing something else. So what I was talking about, with Ojani, when we were just talking, where he's at the point where he's actually getting shit going with a lot of different women. So if you're the type of guy who you're scared to talk to girls and you haven't had a date in like a year, I can't have the same conversation I had with you that I just had with Ojani, because he's on a different level of dealing with multiple chicks. You're still trying to get a girl. You understand what I'm saying? If you're at that level, so it's two different things. But again, you have to get yourself to that point to be able to, understand other things that's going to help you out. You feel what I'm saying? What's going on? Who's up in the chat room? We got Kofi. Benjamin was good. Legendary. What is that? 228. Kofi, you said, what's my take on day game versus night game? Well, the thing is this, is that day game, if you're going out and talking to chicks in a day, a lot of it, is going to be more so like, you get numbers and shit and all that other stuff. Night game is more like, if like the clubs and the nightlife type of shit. That's more, that'll more lead you to sort of like, being able to pull chicks that night and have one night stands and all the other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? But if you meet chicks in a day, it's still cool because, you get chicks information, or you can go on instant dates. That'll be cool if you're not doing that and she's not doing nothing. Y'all could do that. I'm going to be talking about that too in my new Bad Boy membership joint. But I would say, either way, it's just about you getting in contact and connecting with a chick and making something happen with them. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy. Kelvin, you said you were celibate for the past 7 years. Why are you celibate? What's going on with you? 646-481-3901. The phone number is 646-481-3901. Guys, make sure you get tickets to the Bad Boy seminar. That shit's going to be off the fucking hook. It's going to be off the chain. Make sure you guys get tickets to that. Click the link below and all that other shit. OMG comments, you said, why do women go on dates with men they know they have no interest in? Because this, again, is attention whoring. You gotta understand, women love fucking attention. Y'all don't want to, dude, attention is like crack. And women are the crackheads when it comes to, you understand? They are fiending. Women want validation. They want to feel wanted. They want to feel sexy. They want, guys to see, as much as women complain about, men approaching them in the street or, all these guys on all these online sites and all this. Nah, they love that shit. If a woman was to go on an online dating site and hardly no men would send her messages, dude, she would fucking probably kill herself. You understand what I'm saying? She'd probably do that. Because they love that shit. And of course, they get free meals from these guys, like Paulo said in the chat room. You understand? They do all that shit. See, it's like this. A chick don't need to like you to go on a date with you. Just like you don't need to like a chick to fuck her. You understand what I'm saying? It's almost like a woman asking, why do guys have sex with women they don't like? Because we want to fuck. Why do women go out with guys on dates that they don't really like? Because they want the attention. You understand? That's how it goes. That's exactly how it goes. And then so you should be the guy who knows how to differentiate a chick that you're dealing with who's an attention or if the chick actually likes you. And this is why I tell guys to flirt and build sexual tension in a situation with a woman, because once you do that, she has no more room to be on some attention horse shit, because either she has to fuck with you or not. And if she's just with you for attention, she's not going to try to fuck with you like that. You understand what I'm saying? Unless she's, you get a chick who will go all that way because she'll be like, well, you know what? Let me fuck with him a little bit. Let me give him a little sex, or let me do this with him because I still want the attention. So you might have those. But you'll have the girls who just want attention so bad, and they're not willing to get sexual with you, and then you'll know that by you, getting sexual, trying to get sexual with them. You understand what I'm saying? Gerald Kent, you said, is the game really that easy, but some guys make it difficult? See, again, like I was saying earlier, it's like, counting to 100. If all you guys can count to 100, right? It's easy for you. But if you're a 4-year-old, it's probably not easy for you. And the reason why it's not easy for the 4-year-old is because they haven't studied counting and they haven't practiced it. Once they do it, then it becomes easier. See, once you put yourself in a situation, you start to see how a woman is responding to you. Once you see how a woman is responding to you, or women in general, you start to notice certain patterns. You start to say, oh, I noticed that in this moment while I'm interacting with this girl, she's not really showing disinterest. She's showing nervousness. But you're not going to know the difference between nervousness and disinterest unless you put yourself in those situations multiple times. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of times you're not going to notice that a chick is choosing you until you put yourself in a position to be chosen multiple times. You understand what I'm saying? And that multiple time shit, you know, to get yourself in those positions is you to push yourself to be there so that you can experience those, things. What else? Who else we got in here? MGTOW Knowledge was popping. Whiplash was popping. What's going on? Kofi, you said what's the take on sexual energy, body language, etc.? Well, see, that's the thing. Like, if you're with a woman and you're on a date with her, you know, you're the one who needs to set the tone. And so let's say, for example, you go in and get drinks with a woman, you know, you start by making sure you're sitting next to her and not across from her. You sit like she should be like, you know, right here next to me or wherever. You understand? And so it's easy access for me to touch her and do all the other stuff and flirt with her. You understand? And then what you do is that you're seeing the reaction of how she is, dealing with you. It's like, you know, it's like in business. A lot of times in business, what they do is that when they have a product or something, or they're trying to come out with a product, or, you know, they're trying to market something, they might do a little test with it first. They'll promote it. They won't spend a lot of money on the promotion of it or the marketing of it. Like, let's say someone takes out just Facebook ads for their company. They'll probably spend maybe $50 on this ad and show it to one demographic and then spend another $50 and do it to another demographic, and they'll see which one is biting. They'll see the response to what they put out there. So they'll say, okay, audience 1, I'm getting this many hits and this many sales. Audience 2, I'm not getting so many things. So let me keep it going with what, you know, the audience 1. So same thing when you're dealing with the chick. You say, oh, well, I notice when I'm doing this thing is working with her. When I'm doing this thing is not really working so well, so let me, you know, keep doing the thing that's working. Or if I notice everything I'm trying is not working, then I got to kick her to the curb. You understand? A lot of the shit that you need to do, when it comes to dealing with women, it's going to be revealed to you when you are interacting with a girl. It's that simple. But again, how do you get there? You have to interact with the chicks. But a lot of guys are scared to get to the point of interacting with women because they're scared of rejection. They're scared of approaching. So they haven't even gotten past that to even get to the point of, you know, going to that next level. You feel what I'm saying? For life, one deep, you said the true force loneliness dudes make a brother feel that there's no hope. Yo, don't listen to these niggas. These motherfuckers, oh my God. These dudes, again, they're you know, they just love to sulk and whine and bitch. Because you got to understand something, right? And this even goes for all the guys who out there who they talk about all this looks, money, status. Oh, it's all about looks. It's all about this, all about that, right? There is real life evidence of shit going down on multiple occasions that don't go with the narrative of what these true force loneliness guys or these guys that are always talking about, oh, I can't get women or whatever. Like, they'll be like, oh, I can't get a girl because I'm not I'm not cute enough, right? And then you see on multiple occasions men who don't even look half as good as those guys that's complaining with women. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, you keep saying you can't get a girl because you don't look good. But this guy over here, who you look better than physically, you more people will say you look better than this guy, but he's getting pussy. What's your problem? You understand what I'm saying? You say, oh, I don't have enough money. Okay, but this guy over here, who ain't got no fucking money, is smashing chicks every week. Right? You have more money than him. So what's your problem? You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. That shit is crazy. Kylie, how do I say your name? Kelvin U. Jones, I think. I can't even say that. But anyway, you said, how do I feel about MGTOW? So this is the thing about MGTOW, is that MGTOW, men going their own way, who don't, that's the acronym for it, right? And I've said this before, but I'll explain a little more. But the thing with the MGTOW thing is, saying you're MGTOW is like redundant to an extent. Meaning, as a man, you should be going your own way anyway. So why do you need to say, I'm a MGTOW? Right? It's like, you should be doing that. Like, what way were you going before? Whose way? What way were you following? Who were you following as a man? You're a guy. Who are you following? Who were you following? If now you're going your own way, who are you following? Right? So basically, you even sort of claiming, and I have no problem with dudes who say they're MGTOW. Like, be MGTOW, be what you want, or call yourself what you want. I'm just saying the shit is sort of redundant. You understand what I'm saying? But also saying that, you're a MGTOW, you're tying yourself to what you say you're against or fighting against. Meaning, the MGTOW guys will sort of say like, well, I'm not adhering to the women and marrying women and doing certain things that they say they want. You understand? And that's cool. But you should have been doing that anyway, right? I want somebody who's MGTOW to call up. You know what I'm saying? I want somebody who's MGTOW to call up. Jimmy McDonald, what's good? What's poppin' with you? I want somebody who's MGTOW to call up. If anybody's a MGTOW, please call me up right now. That would be great. And the number is 646-481-3901. You understand? Because as a man, you should be MGTOW. Period. Anyway. So why do you need to even... You should be a person going your own way because you're a man. That's how you go. You do your thing, right? So why is it, why is it a thing? You understand? OMG comments, she said, why is it the dudes who have a hard time getting women always want to say now they're MGTOW? See, the thing that's funny is that a lot of the MGTOW guys, they'll stay, they'll be like, well, I still date chicks. You understand? And then you have the ones who are just like, I'm swearing off women. And I made a video about this the other day. And some dude was like, oh, you don't listen to Mr. Locario because he's a dating coach. He's just mad that guys are going MGTOW. Yo, I don't care what any guy does. Do what you do. What I'm saying in that video was, if you're the type of guy, MGTOW or not, or whatever you want to call it, right? If you're the type of guy who's just swearing off women, that's usually not going to work for you. Usually. because you're going against your nature. It's crazy. Crazy. MGTOW knowledge, you said the rate of you getting pussy in women has increased. That's what's up. That's what's up. See, all I care about is a dude improving on himself and getting the shit he wants to get. You understand? So you can call yourself whatever. I just think it's sort of weird and interesting to call yourself a MGTOW when you're supposed to be MGTOW, technically. It's crazy. Gerald, you said, is there a difference between talking to hot women versus regular looking women? No. See, let me tell you guys something, man, because I always hate this fucking shit where every time it's about looks and all this other stuff. Now, the way that a woman is going to respond to you. Hold on, let me get this call real quick. No, I'm gonna get back to this in a second. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
My name is Joe Jones. You want to speak to a MGTOW?
Yeah. Are you MGTOW?
Sure.
What's popular? Where you from? Where you from? Atlanta. What's your name again?
Atlanta.
No. I said, what's your name? What's your name again? What's your name?
Kelvin.
Say that again.
Yeah. I'm one of the individuals that's going his own way.
Okay, cool. So, all right. So, my question is, what's the point of calling yourself a MGTOW?
Well, the thing about the MGTOW is it's just a general observation for other individuals to understand that the level of complacency with society, rules, and like everybody wants to, like, okay, when you look at normal TV, they dumb down the male, and you look at the movies, they dumb down the male, and child is just an area of like lessons. They're teaching young men that didn't have fathers in their lives, teach them how to be a man. Make child is doing that. Not to be disrespectful to anybody or what anybody's views is of what this child is. It's just like feminism. Feminism was supposed to come in and teach young men how to be women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or in society, and what Nick Child is, you're right. Men are supposed to be able to do their own thing, but they're supposed to learn things from their father, and a lot of men didn't have that knowledge. And Nick Child is just like it's like a small class to get the young men who didn't have father figures in order to teach them certain ways that they should be men. That's all.
Right, and so because the thing what I was asking is that, isn't being a MGTOW basically synonymous with just being a man? You feel what I'm saying? Because if you're a man, you just do your thing. You do it how you want to do it. You don't get influenced by society or anybody else telling you what you should or shouldn't do. You feel what I'm saying?
Pretty much, that's some of it.
Right.
Because society has played the game on everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you look at the wage gap between men and women. There are more women, but then they always spin the thing like there are more black males, there are more brown males in jail than there are in college, which is a lie. That's what the media is. There are more brown males in college than there are in jail if you actually look at the numbers. Most people don't catch the numbers. They only look at what's said on television, right, what they're forced to watch. And sometimes you get with these young ladies, they see that stuff because a lot of those young ladies, they go to college and they learn with reverse psychology. And they spin that on those individuals. Like, you end up getting with one of these young ladies and then they'll have you watching all these stupid romantic comedies, and next thing you know, you're doing what you see. You're doing what you emulate and see in the movie. And then you figure out to do certain things because they can do. And then when they think that they're actually doing what they're supposed to do as a man, right, they're actually doing what a sister is. You know?
Right, and see the only thing that I had an issue with a lot of times with, the MGTOW thing is that I feel like a lot of times like the promotion of saying, "Hey, I'm a MGTOW," is sort of basically telling. It's like you're giving too much attention, or like you're praising almost women at the same time by saying things about MGTOW. You're bringing the conversation of why MGTOW exists. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're saying, well, because of the way women are acting, or the way society did this, or society did that, or the way that they're promoting, men in juxtaposition of women, then it's sort of like by saying it all the time, it's like you're also simultaneously tying yourself to, the bullshit that women are doing. You feel what I'm saying? It's like a response to their bullshit. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing with it. You understand what I'm saying? Because I understand the premise. The premise, I agree with it 100%. And then the premise to me is just being a man. You feel what I'm saying? But when you put it in the context of, because and this could just be semantics, because it's basically sort of saying the same thing. But I feel like a lot of times when I hear a lot of MGTOWs on YouTube or whatever, a lot of it has to do with this like anger, or I'm getting back at these bitches type of vibe. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I'm seeing a lot of times.
Well, the thing about MGTOW is it's actually designed to combat feminism.
Right.
But there are some individuals who are part of MGTOW, or representation, as they would like to call it, who have a hate for women, just like there are a lot of feminists who have a hatred for men.
Right.
There are a lot of men, there are some real MGTOWs, and then there are some individuals who are just there who just want to see individuals burn.
Right.
And, there are some individuals who want to me, I realize that there are a certain level of bullshit, a certain level of BS that goes on in relationships and the beginning of relationships.
Right.
And a lot of guys fall victim to that. And then the next time it for me, it just opened my eyes to certain levels of the BS that play on you.
Right.
And just like, when you go out and you want, I know you do it differently, because you know this stuff and you do stuff, and you're trying to teach, you're trying to teach individuals not to fall victim to certain traps.
Right.
That's what Mick is doing as well.
Right.
Just some individuals will see it wrong, because there are individuals, the individuals who are probably mean to MGTOW and probably making MGTOW have to be this I guess terrorist organization, which they are not. Those are the individuals who are not MGTOW. Those are the individuals who need to be out of MGTOW. And but the thing about MGTOW is there are a lot of guys who are like me. I don't open doors for women. I don't ask them out I don't ask for their phone number. I don't and if I do go out on a date, it's like $40 because you're trying to get to know somebody. I'm trying to get to know them, but you can't turn a relationship over. You can't make a relationship overnight.
Right.
Some of the things you say too, you can't really force somebody to do something that they don't want to do.
Right.
They don't like you. They're not like you. I noticed that if an individual wants to be with you, they'll be with you. You can't force that on me. No matter how much money you have in your pocket, no matter what you look like, they have to have that vibe that they have to feel back and forth. You have to have that. And if that doesn't exist, there is no relationship. You love fight.
Right. Now, I appreciate you calling, man. I definitely appreciate that, because I like to hear from different people's perspectives and everything. And the thing is, I have no problem with anyone who's MGTOW. Let's just get that straight, because I agree with a lot of what they're talking about and the philosophies of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Sure. So you have some of your own traits and stuff like that, and then there's no disrespect, but I feel like some of the stuff that you do is kind of pick up artist type moves, and that's what it kind of comes off as, like some of your videos. Right. Kind of comes off.
Well, the thing is too.
You do that stuff too,
Right. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. The thing is that what I do is dating advice and game, and so a lot of times what happens is that a lot of the MGTOW dudes is like they totally reject it because, and again, this is what I was saying, before, is that sometimes it'll come off as because this is what I've heard. People online, they would say shit like MGTOW is the man version of feminism. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they were saying. You know what I mean? So and so the thing is that within any aspect of anything, there has to be balance. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why even when I teach guys how to pick up chicks, because as a man, you know, your average guy is going to want to interact with women. You understand what I'm saying? So if you want to interact with women and get girls, you have to learn how to do it in a way that's going to benefit you. But at the same time, though, this is why I appreciate what MGTOW says, because a lot of the things that I talk about it coincides with what MGTOW is saying as far as being your own man, going your own way, and doing what you got to do. But again, that MGTOW stuff is still basically just manhood. You feel what I'm saying? But then when it gets too far to the left, you understand that? Then that's when you get guys who will use MGTOW a lot, sort of like as an excuse as to why they're like, oh, well, I don't fuck with women, period. And the thing is, that's their prerogative. They can do whatever they want. I'm just saying that, you know, you got to be honest about why you're doing it or why you're not doing it or whatever it is. You feel what I'm saying?
I get that a lot. You know, that's one of the reasons why I had to stop hanging around certain friends. Like, I had to drop a whole lot of guy friends, right. And I had to drop a lot of female friends because of the social expectation of what they think a man is supposed to be.
Right.
Due to the media, due to the movies, and it's like you could look at like I was watching Yes Man the other day, and that movie is just filled with a whole bunch of shaming tactics towards one guy.
Right.
And right. You have to look, you know, like I had to take a step back for myself and notice how you get shamed in your family, individuals in your shame, and most of that is about what you do with your life, how you live your life. You can't even be who you want to be. Like,
right.
A lot of times, there's a lot of young men out there who are in their own household who are, I guess you could say, like, you know, they can't really be who they are and make time that opportunity to
do that thing, right?
So they, you know, tap somewhere, and I think that's what it kind of lies. And sometimes, you know, just like you never heard of, you know, a brown individual, you know, terrorize something, but then next thing you know, they're a terrorist, but then they don't have enough money to buy a plutonium bomb or anything like that. So how can they do it like that? You know, especially if you take all the money away, they can't build nothing up.
Right, and I feel you. But yo, listen, I got a couple of people that was calling me up real quick, but I want to thank you for calling in. You feel me? And
young bro.
Yeah, definitely, man. Holler at me later. All right, peace. Yeah, man. You had a few people calling up like crazy. I think it was like a 6630 number. You guys can call up again real quick. But yeah, you know, the thing is, again, is like there gotta be some balance in everything you're doing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you're too far on either side of this way or that way, it's like you're not leaving room for balance. It always has to be the yin and the yang with everything. So a lot of times, a lot of the MGTOW dudes, or you know, or not a lot, but some of them that I've seen will take it to the extreme, and I'm just like, but the shit you're saying it's not practical in real life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and it's like I read some article where this dude was like, yo, I'm never speaking to women again because, you know, like, I don't want to get accused of rape. And I'm like, that happens, but it's not, you're taking it way too far, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's the equivalent of saying, you know, I heard that people got hit by cars, so I'm never crossing the street. It's like, okay, like, really? I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. Dudes got to follow their thing. They got to do what they got to do. But yeah, man. So what else is going on with you people out there? What's going on with you people out there? The number is 646-481-3901. You guys can call up. Got a few people calling up earlier, couldn't get to it. But anyway, what was I saying? I think I was talking about, we was talking about, like, did I get this point across? I was talking about how, you know, the difference between hollering at a hot chick versus a regular chick. See, what you gotta understand is that whoever's hot to you is subjective. So what does it really mean to talk to a hot chick? You understand what I'm saying? Or what does it mean to have to switch up how you come at a girl based off if she's hot or not? Because her being hot or not is subjective, meaning it all depends on how you view her. You understand? And so all that needs to happen is you being confident enough to talk to that woman you think is hot. You understand? But the thing I always say is that you talk to all women the same. See, there's this thing where guys will say, well, there's this girl right here and she's just hot, period. You understand? Now, there might be a woman who's attractive, and there's a good majority of guys who will think she's hot. And so they think, well, since that's the case, then she's used to a certain type of energy, you understand? Or a certain type of interaction, which could also be the case, right? But what you got to understand is that at the end of the day, none of that shit ain't got shit to do with you. So what I mean by that is that hot girl, let's say if she gets, dudes is trying to holler at her, or she got a whole bunch of dudes buying her gifts because she's so sexy, and niggas is tricking and simping all day, and it's crazy, right? She's just super bad and whatever, right? All that shit don't matter when it comes to you. You know why? Because she's never met you. Do you understand what I'm saying by that? She has never met you. So what does that mean? That means that all the interactions she's had with other people doesn't necessarily hold weight to when she interacts with you. Why? Because you are a different motherfucker. Do you understand what I'm saying? So depending on what you bring to the game, depending on how you interact with the girl, depending on how confident you are, depending on how you know how to spit and talk to the chick, that's going to determine if you get this girl or not. You understand what I'm saying? And how she feels within that interaction between you and her. So the thing is, and also too, a lot of it has to do with her type and the type of guy she likes and all these other variables that you don't have no fucking control over. You feel what I'm saying? So a lot of times guys, they psych themselves out to think, oh, well, I can't approach her. She's too hot because, she looks like she's out of my league and all that dumb shit. You feel what I'm saying? And you could be the type of guy she is really feeling, but you're never going to know because you're too scared to go and approach her because you think she's too hot. You think you got to do something special or different to approach her versus some other chick. And that's how the shit goes down for you. You understand? You gotta understand that shit. So, that's the thing. Like, a lot of times, it's because we're talking about, game, like how to get good at game and an easy way to get good at game. And this is the thing. It's one of those things where it's easy the more that you put it into practice. This is what I kept trying to tell you guys. The more you put it into practice, the easier the shit is going to get. Just like my man called up earlier, he's talking about, I got this chick over here, smashed this chick the other night, right? And that's because he's been putting this shit into practice. All these true force loneliness motherfuckers and all that other stuff, they don't put shit into practice. A lot of them sit at home in their basement, crying and whining and all of this shit, and then nothing ever happens because they don't put shit into practice. Gerald Kent, you said, is Eddie Fuse going to be at the event next month? I don't know. I got to hit him up and see if he can come through. You feel me? Got to holler at my dude. But yeah, you got to put that shit into practice. That's the fucking way. He said practice and preparation prevents poor performance. Real talk. It's really that simple. But see, this is the part that's difficult. Is motherfuckers don't want to do the work. They don't want to put it into practice. They want everything to sort of just happen. Like right now. Today, I want it to happen now. I don't want to have to deal with rejection. I don't want to have to deal with working on myself. And that's how niggas, don't get shit popping. And see, this is why you guys need to come to the Bad Boy Seminar. You understand? Click the link below to get your tickets. Because this is the thing. Like, you know, you continue to keep learning. You feel what I'm saying? You continue to keep learning and keep pushing, and that's when you make shit go down. It's crazy. Legendary, you said signs a woman likes you or is choosing you. Actually, I have a whole audio program on the Bad Boy membership, which is called 15 Signs She's Into You. So I break down, how to know if a chick is choosing you. Because once you know how she, what she's doing, once you know that she's feeling you, it's easier to just, maneuver through that. What's poppin'? What's going on? Who's this?
Yo, Mr. Locario, it's Darius, man. It's from MidTown Knowledge. I've been trying to get through for a minute.
What's going on, man? What's poppin' with you?
Where
you from? Where you from?
Hey, I got a couple things, man. Hey,
hold on. Where you from? Where you from?
Chicago.
Chicago. Man. Okay, that's what's up. What's going on?
Yeah, hey, I got a couple things.
Right.
Elaborating on the last caller. I'm MidTown. I started making videos about a month ago.
Right.
And MidTown was I talk about. I don't dislike women. I don't hate women. I got twin daughters that's 5 years old.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I still deal with women that just smash women last night, about to smash women tonight.
Right.
My version is, I'm talking about the pitfalls of dealing with women. You know what I'm saying? Paying for dates. Being in relationships with women with the shit that they can bring you. You know what I'm saying? The child support, alimony, all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I talk about the pitfalls of how to deal with women.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff I take from a lot of your videos. You know what I'm saying? I try to incorporate it through the MGTOW way. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's my version. A lot of people talk about, oh, I hate women, don't deal with women, this and that. They not shit. No, I like women. I just know the pitfalls as far as, the shit that they do.
Right,
right. So that's my version.
Right.
All right, this is the next thing. All right. It's a weird, it's kind of weird, man. This chick I've been dealing with, I've been smashing, about going on 2 months now. And, about 3 weeks in, 4 weeks in, they want to be committed, lockdown and everything like that.
Right.
But this chick, like, we hang out, she sleep over my crib, you know what I'm saying? We go out, we smash and everything like that. Like 2-3 weeks a night.
Right.
So, my thing is, I'm not trying to get her to commit or nothing like that. It's just, it seemed kind of, I don't know where shit going with us, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to have her as a girlfriend because, I'm getting everything, right now that the girlfriend would do. But I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get her, I ain't trying to get her to commit. I'm just trying to see where, kind of shit going because we just, like I said, we just smashing and hanging out and this and that. And she's just pretty much emotional. She like a dude.
So,
you know what I'm saying? She's doing, you feel what I'm saying? She's doing some shit that I would do.
So you saying that you just want to keep it how it is and keep smashing it, right?
That's gonna keep happening. But my thing is, I'm trying to figure out where shit going because I'm probably thinking it too much because I'm used to women like I smash them 2-3 weeks and they cling on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So you know what it is. You know what it is. What's happening probably is that you're just not used to dealing with a chick who's thorough enough to just keep it how it is. You feel what I'm saying? So that's probably what's confusing you because you're saying I want to see where it's going, but I don't think you necessarily want it to go anywhere. But you're just confused as to how she's responding to what's going on now. You feel what I'm saying? And so all I would say is that just keep smashing and keep having fun with her. You feel what I'm saying? And keep it that way and don't. I say for you, don't mention all that other shit and don't be inquiring to her or whatever. Just keep it how it is because she might want it to stay that way. You feel what I'm saying? And so, keep having fun with it. But then let's say, for example, later on down the line, let's say I keep seeing each other for the next few months And let's say she does start to bring that shit up, you understand? Then at that point, that's when you know, can make a decision if you want to keep it going like in that same way, or if you want to, you know, take it to another level. You feel what I'm saying? So
exactly,
that's really what that is, you know? Like,
yeah, I feel you, man.
Right.
It's just off, because I never had it, because every woman I smashed, you know what I'm saying, they cling on, try to be committed, this and that, but this chick, the thing about it is, it's no nagging, no complaining.
Right.
I don't hear from her for like a day and a half, probably, you know, 2 days.
Right.
But like, say we set a date, what's today, Friday? Say we set a date, okay, you come over Monday.
Right.
I'll probably hear from her for the whole weekend or whatever, or maybe for a couple of days. Then this shit be over. Yo, I'm on the way.
Right.
So
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Right. It's no drama or nothing like that. But other women, I'm used to, you know,
right,
dealing with the extra. So I did good.
Right, and that's the thing too. I talked about this. I talked about this exact thing in my DVD. I had this DVD called "Manhood in the Game," which all of you guys should have on MrLocario.com. Manhood in the Game, and I was basically saying that a lot of times guys aren't used to a certain level of cooperation, so that it seems weird because all the other girls you've been dealing with been acting this way, and then now you're with this girl and she's cooperating on a whole different level. So it's kind of like, what's really good? You feel me? So the thing is that you just got to get used to the fact that there are going to be some girls who are going to be like that, which is good because it's, you know, you get to benefit off of having basically a cool fuck buddy who's not going to be, you know, on some bullshit with you like that. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, I say just keep that shit going. Keep that shit going, man.
I ain't gonna complain. Yo, shout out all big town out there. I'm from Chirac. Y'all check my channel out. Hey, y'all keep listening to Mr. Locario videos, man. I watch them daily, bro. I listen to you at least 2 hours a day.
Oh,
shit. I'm working out, chilling at the crib.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Spread the word, son. Spread the word, man. I feel you.
Bro, you got good knowledge, man. Keep it up, man.
I appreciate that. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you.
All right.
All right. Peace. All right. Hold on, let me see what's up. Steve Dowling. Call up, man. Because Steve is talking shit right now. I need you to call up, Steve. 646-481-3901. Call up. And Richard is trolling. It's crazy out here. But yeah, man, you know, when it comes to game, guys, you gotta fucking practice the shit. There's no way else I'm telling you, you gotta build that muscle. Gotta build that verbal muscle. Steve, call up, bro. Steve is scared to call up. See, you know, it's funny because what you gotta understand about game is that you gotta have fucking courage to do shit. You know what I'm saying? With any facet of game, not even just getting with women. But, you know, if you're trying to get on your business game, if you're trying to, like change your lifestyle, all that shit, it's courage, man. You gotta be able to be willing to put yourself out there and not let fear get in the way. You feel what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. Trey Johns was probably said, what about just being yourself? Yeah, you're supposed to be yourself. See, this is the thing about being yourself. Most people don't know how to be themselves. That's unfortunate. And I did a video about that years ago where, you know, being yourself actually is the best advice that you could ever get. But what does it mean to be yourself? Right? So a lot of times when you think you're being yourself, you're not really being yourself. Right? But, you know, if we go deeper, you got to say, well, who the fuck are you? Who is yourself? Right? But, you know, if we bring it back to just on a simple level, on the surface of what you're really trying to do and what you want and what you're trying to get, that's the thing that's going to, being yourself will get you shit quicker than you trying to pussy for the round. But again, most guys aren't being themselves. Because I'll give you an example. If you are at a spot or a party or whatever, and you see a chick across the room and you think she's hot, and you're saying to yourself, "Yo, I'll fuck the shit out this girl," right? And then you go over to her and you talk to her and you don't mention or try or say anything about you fucking the shit out of her, then you're not being yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're being yourself, you'd have went over there and you would have let her know what the deal was. Because that's what you really wanted. You understand? But most people aren't ready to be themselves. So it is what it is. Albert Michelson, he said, do looks and money attract beautiful girls? Looks and money can get women to want to fuck with you. Yes. But looks and money aren't the things that are going to make a good majority of women fuck with you. You understand? And also there's a limitation to that. All right? I'll explain that. So a woman can think you're attractive or cute or whatever. And then so that initially will start her to thinking, okay, I'll talk to this guy, or he's talking to me, so what's good? Now, once you start talking to her and you're boring as shit, or you annoy her, then it don't matter how you look, because now she's not feeling it. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is, for a woman, if she's not feeling it, she can't fuck you. A woman not feeling it is the equivalent of you not being able to get it up. So if she's not feeling it, she can't get wet for you. She can't get excited for you, so she can't fuck you. So what does it matter that you look good? You understand what I'm saying? So, when you're looking at it like that, where you're just like, oh, well, it's all about looks, you don't understand the game. Same thing with money. You could get chicks, based off of a chick, seeing you got a lot of money. But again, a question that most guys don't, ask themselves is, if you have money, how does the girl know you have money? Right? If I walk into a bar right now, how does a woman know I have money or not? How does she know if I have $1 million in my bank account or if I have $10? How does she know? Right? It's not just, like, unless I go in there and I, start throwing out hundreds of thousands of dollars, I'm buying everybody drinks in a bar, then maybe, yeah, she might see that I have money or some type of money. You understand? But most women aren't going to know you even fucking have money. Now, let's say if they do know you have money in some sort of way, what you do is you get a lot of chicks who are, on some gold digging shit. Now, a lot of women are going to be attracted to a guy initially, or not necessarily, I would say initially, but they'll be attracted to a guy or they'll like him, just off the strength of him being him. And him having money is like, yeah, that's a good combination to everything else about him. Do you understand what I'm saying? So a woman might meet a man at a bar and they're talking, they're having a conversation, they're vibing. You understand what I'm saying? She probably asks him, what does he do for a living? And he'll be like, oh yeah, I do this and I do that, blah, blah, blah. And so all of that combined is making her like him. Is not necessarily, this guy is whack, but yeah, he got money. You feel what I'm saying? It is not like that. You feel what I'm saying in a lot of cases. Because on a level of, on a subconscious level, a woman is looking for a man with resources. So what happens is that money is a thing that dictates a guy who has resources. You understand? But the thing is that a woman is not just with a dude for money, because if that was the case, if you just needed money to get women, then there wouldn't be all these fucking, fuckboys out here who ain't got a pot to piss in, fucking chicks left and right. You understand? So at the end of the day, and this is why this is what is so funny to me, because game is the shit that everybody can learn and do. So this is what it's funny to me, is that a lot of guys hang on to this looks, money, and status shit, but I'm like, yo, you got the game to make shit pop. What's going on? Who's this? What's popping?
Yo, Locario, what up?
What up? Who's this?
What up? This is G, man.
G, what's going on? What's going on? What you up to?
Chilling, man. Chilling. It's a nice little Friday. I'm just settling in. I'm going out later. Try to fill my stable up with more women.
That's what's up. You in Brooklyn?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You got to come to the Bad Boy Seminar, man, on the 25th. That shit gonna be tight, bro. You got to come through.
Yeah. I mean, if I could make that, I definitely would. But I have a the type of job I have. I'll be working on types of crazy hours.
I feel you.
My schedule.
But yeah, if you off, come through, son.
I can't, commit to it right now.
So what's going on with you?
Yeah, yo, Locario. Let me ask you a question. I got a question for you, right?
Right.
All right. I know all of these. Majority of men, including myself. I used to think like this. I used to think that, when I was younger, I'm an older man now, but I used to think that, it's all about, looks. Oh my God,
right.
Like, that's all that matters. Like, what I'm saying? Because growing up, there were dudes that I was hanging out with. They was taller than me. They was on, I guess they were more handsome, and women would, tend to gravitate towards them. But as I got older, I learned that there's more to it than that. But you say looks are subjective, which is true. That's true. That's a fact. Okay, but let's say, for example, right, if a guy is attractive, let's just say women think that he's attractive. Most women would usually think that the same man is attractive. Like, I'm going to give an example. Let's say Chris Brown, for example. I'm just using a random person, right? Now, if one woman feels that he's attractive, a large general consensus of women will feel that he's attractive. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get what I'm trying to say.
No, I see what you're saying.
Most women would feel that he's attractive. So, when you say, looks are subjective, I feel that it's like, yeah, it's true, but it's only like a small, I can't really put it into words. But
I know what you're saying. You're saying that there's going to be a big majority of women who's going to think Chris Brown is attractive.
I'm just using Chris Brown as an example. It could be you, it could be me, anything. I'm just using him as an example.
I see what you're saying. But the thing that, I'm glad you're bringing that up. But this is the thing that guys got to understand, though, is that what you got to understand about the game is that whatever is going on with somebody else doesn't matter to you. Meaning that let's say if me, you, and Chris Brown is hanging out, right? And let's say we go into a spot, and let's say there's like, a whole bunch of girls there, and let's say there's a bunch of girls giving Chris Brown attention, right? So because they're attracted to him, right? Now, what does that have to do technically with me and you? Because me and you still got to get our shit off. We still got to go and do our thing. You feel what I'm saying? So
that has nothing to do with me and you.
Right.
But most guys will look at it as it's like fool's gold. Most guys are looking at it like, damn, he's getting all this attention because he looks good. So on surface level, men are gonna feel like, wow, like. Like, I wish I was as attractive as he was.
Right. And then,
that's they're looking at it as, it has nothing to do with me and you, but a lot of men in the moment, they're not thinking about
right. And see, and that's
just thinking about,
and that's why, and that's exactly why they're not where they need to be. I'm gonna use the same example you're using, but I'm gonna switch it to another analogy. That's literally like if I said, you know what? I see all these other dating coaches out here. They doing tours around the country and the globe, and they making 6-7 figures a month and yada yada yada. Right now, if I said that and I was like, you know what? What's the point of me doing what I'm doing? You feel me? It don't make no sense. Now, if I had that mentality, me and you wouldn't be speaking right now. You understand? There would be no Mr. Locario or nothing. And the people who, get the advice from me and then it helps them out and then they in turn help me out to be able to keep this shit going, none of that would happen. So this is my point, is that the thing that you have to do for you should be the only important thing that you need to focus on. And this goes for any other guys out there, that you need to focus on those things. Now, the second thing I want to say also is that, let's say use the Chris Brown thing, for example. There's going to be a whole bunch of girls who think Chris Brown is attractive. And then there's going to be a whole bunch of girls who, if me and you stepped into the room with him, or let's say, we're at the same place or whatever, there's going to be girls who are not going to like his type of look. Do you understand what I'm saying? So just because, right? So just because he looks like that, and a certain amount of women find him attractive, there's going to be girls that Chris Brown, let's say, would want to get with, and because they don't like his look, they're not going to fuck with him. Period. No matter how attractive people or other people think he is. So that's the thing that people don't understand, is that the world is so. There's so much of an abundance of women that there's going to be a big section of women who are going to be into the type of guy you are, even just on a physical level. So, for example, there might be women who will strictly, like, what race are you? Black? You white? What are you? You black, right?
Yeah, I'm black. I'm
right.
black.
So there's gonna be girls off the strength that just because you black, they're gonna fuck with you. You understand what I'm saying? Then there's gonna be girls off the strength just because you black, they ain't gonna fuck with you. It is what it is. So this is why I'm saying where it's subjective. So no matter if like 1,000 or something, girls are thinking this guy looks good, who cares? Because that has nothing to do with you. But I get your point where you think where a lot of guys think that just because a whole bunch of women think that Chris Brown is attractive, they think, well, if I don't look like Chris Brown, I can't get girls, or it's going to be hard for me to get girls, or it's going to be harder for me to get women. You understand what I'm saying? So
yes,
that's the part that, go ahead.
Yeah, no, listen, everything, I already understand, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to, get, other guys to understand that, because you're right. And Locario, women, Locario, you know me, but I'm not going to say my name on here, you know what I'm saying? Right. But look, you do, but, there are women who have thought, I was good looking,
right.
I'm this, I'm that, I'm in shape, whatever.
Right.
But back when I was younger, if you display that simp behavior, if you don't have no quote unquote game,
right.
all that, or that initial attraction she was feeling for you, all that goes down the drain.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, because I'm speaking from experience. But
right.
Right.
And for those,
man, if a woman is really attracted to a man because he's attractive, right? The more attractive he is, the more room he would have to sort of fuck up versus a guy he's not really into that much physically, but he's borderline there. He doesn't to make mistakes as that guy, but
right.
Back to what I was saying, I don't know if you agree with what I just said.
No, and that's a good point. That's a good point. I got to point that out too, is because, like you said, a lot of times, with that average dude or whatever, he has no place else to go but up. You feel what I'm saying? And so,
exactly.
And so, because for those who don't know, the guy who's calling right now, I know we know each other personally. You feel what I'm saying? And so, I'll just describe to them how you look. You're a built dude. You work out. You feel what I'm saying? You tall. You got muscles.
Women compliment me. I'm saying a lot. But
right.
Like I said, Locario, when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? 8 years ago when I was younger and I didn't know any better. There would be women that would be all over. Oh my God, you sexy, you handsome, you this, you that. And like I said, my game wasn't all that. I was thirsty, I was being needy, and then those women, it just turned off like a light switch.
Right, exactly.
So what you're saying, what you're saying, all those guys who think that it's all about looks, they're
you know what I'm saying? Like, they are not like 100% correct, because if you don't have no game, if you're a simp, if you're needy, if you don't have a backbone or whatever, if you're, you know, whatever, if you just turn the woman off, all that's gonna go down the goddamn drain.
And the thing is this too, and the thing is sometimes, you know, a chick will smash or she'll let you smash in certain cases based off of her thinking you cute, right? But
that happened to me plenty of times.
Right. But at the end of the day, it's because she thought you was cute. You understand? So there's gonna be there's guys out there right now who they don't think they're attractive. And there's girls out there that think they are the fucking shit. They would think that, but they haven't met those girls yet. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes that's why I say looks are subjective, because you can have a dude who he doesn't think he's that good looking, and he might get with a girl, and then something will pop off, and she fucked with him off the strength that she thought he was good looking. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what I mean by looks is subjective, because that means that almost any guy could be good looking to a chick if she likes his look. You understand what I'm saying? And almost any guy who is quote unquote really good looking to a good amount of women can be also not that good looking to a good amount of women. You feel what I'm saying? So it's always this back and forth shit.
I agree.
You feel what I'm saying?
I agree. Locario, trust me, everything you're saying, I agree with you, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just calling to, like, you know, like to add, you know, my piece off.
Right. I feel
but
you.
it's just like what you tell these guys. You know, go to the gym, get your hair cut. You know what I'm saying? Look as good as you can look. But one thing that I am gonna say, like, you know, it's not all about looks. Really, it's not. But to me, like, I'm a believer in women can't, like, women put looks on a pedestal when they really, like, don't know you. But as you get to know them, they put that shit to the back. You know what I'm saying? Because your personality that's what's really going to keep the woman around you. It's not how fine you, it's not how physically attractive you are. Right. So those guys really need to, like, get that out of their head. But like I told you, I had that back in my head back in the day, but, you know, I got all that bullshit up out of my head. So, you know, I'm good. But I'm just trying to, you know, like, you know, these guys got to understand it's not really about that, but it's hard to get over that when you're, like, at a party and there's some tall, well, Locario, you know I'm not, you know, I'm just like an average height guy, but there's like a taller built guy with, you know, he has like a little baby face going on, like women are like flocking to him effortless on his end, and like other men are looking like, damn, like, this motherfucker, I hate this bastard. Why are you here? You know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing. Again, a lot of those situations, when you focus on that, you're fucking up your game anyway internally, because now what you're doing is you're comparing yourself to another person, which is something you shouldn't do anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And also man. And also too is that you got to understand, like, if you see a dude and he's talking to a chick and you see that she's attracted to him or whatever, right? Nothing that's going on in that situation is gonna get your dick wet, right? Now, if you so the thing is that all you need to do, and this goes for anybody out there, any other guy, you need to figure out what you need to do to get that same result. And the thing is that this is what the trick is that, or where guys get tricked, is that they think, well, if I don't look like him, I can't get that result. You understand? But also what you got to understand is that by him just looking that way doesn't mean he's getting the final result, which is to, like, either smash or get with her or whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? Because
I completely agree.
Right, because there's always more of a complexity that goes along with those situations. Like there's a video that I forgot the name of the video. But there's a video with, you ever watch Real Social Dynamics or whatever? The RSD dudes or whatever like that.
Sorry, I don't know what that is.
So these cats, they got this company called RSD. They teach guys how to pick up girls, whatever, right? So they had this video.
No, I've heard you say that before. What is it called, RSD?
Oh yeah, it's called RSD, Real Social Dynamics, right? So there's a video where
I heard you say you support it before.
Right. So there's this dude. There's this guy named Tyler, or he's like one of the the main dudes. And there's a video of him. he's in a bar and there's a guy talking to this girl already. So the guy basically looks better than the Tyler dude. So he starts talking to both the guy and the girl, and then he ends up getting the girl to fuck with him versus the good-looking dude. You feel what I'm saying? And so, and the thing is, I've seen this happen plenty of times. You understand what I'm saying? Like in person and all this other stuff. But what basically was happening there is that at the end of the day, especially if you're in a nightclub situation or a bar or, you know, just out at the nightlife or whatever, women are not loyal to anybody at this point. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you can meet a chick, you could be talking to her for like a half an hour, is a good vibe, and some dude could just swoop in, good looking or not, and get her attention away from you. You understand what I'm saying? So,
Locario,
right, you've seen that happen.
Women are grimy at that, man.
Right.
They're grimy. They don't care. They don't care if you're standing there or not, man.
Right.
They don't give a damn if you're standing there.
Right. So, you know, that shit goes down. So the thing is that women are always going to be susceptible to the game. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what guys got to understand, is that even though a woman might see this guy and she's attracted to him and think he's attractive, if his game isn't tight in most cases, that shit ain't gonna go nowhere. But also, if you see a chick you want to holler at, and let's say she's not even paying attention to you, right? You can still get her because of, you know, the game. I would say that, like, I say almost 80% of the chicks that I got with were because of how much I put myself in a position to talk to them and approach them and interact with them. I say maybe 20% of the time was maybe because a woman thought I was attractive and it just sort of fell into place. And that usually happened when I was younger. Because a lot of times, truthfully, the younger girls are like,
I don't mean to cut you off.
Right.
I could completely agree. That's some real shit. I've gotten, Locario, I'm not, like you said, you know me, I'm not insecure with myself. I feel like I'm a handsome man. I take care of myself, whatever. But I can honestly say the same thing you said.
Right.
I've gotten more women based off my game versus if they thought I was good. Yo, Locario, you know how many women I met at nightclubs, bars? They were all over me, all over me, filling up on my dick, all that, feeling my body. Oh my God, you cute.
Right.
They give me the number, right? I call them the next day. The vibe is completely fucking different.
Right.
I'm like, damn, this bitch don't remember she was all over my ass. And no, the woman was not drunk. It's just, I guess she was just in another mood or whatever.
Right, exactly. Nah, real talk.
But the point is, she was feeling me in that moment. But the next day, how sexy I was to her 24 hours ago, that shit didn't matter to her. That shit was up.
And that's what I'm saying.
I had to reestablish myself.
Right. That's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's their feelings.
I had to spit game because it's like, damn, like, she was all over me last night, but today I'm calling her. She's cold. She ain't being that flirtatious with me. You know what I'm saying? And
real talk.
Those situations, because I was real lazy. Like back in the day, those situations, I was just charging those girls to the game. Because I was late. I'm like, oh, she ain't all over me now. Fuck it, I'm not about to do that. I'm gonna just call this next chick. Now I'm a little bit more open-minded. Sometimes, it's a little challenge to me, to like call them back. If like they're not on me as much, I just establish game, and it goes from there. But I can honestly agree with what you said. 80% of the chicks that I got was just based off me spitting game and my personality and everything about me.
Real talk. That's what, that's what I do. That's what I be trying to tell these guys out here, because there's so many guys out there that, and this is what woke me up, because I used to think like that. I used to be like, oh, it's all about looks. And it's all that's what I thought.
That's the programming that we brought up with. Like,
right.
Grow up with that.
That's what I thought.
You know what I'm saying? It's not easy to like remove it though.
Right. And that's what I thought, because when I was younger, like I would have certain girls check me out, and they'll like how when you could see a chick checking you out, she'll be staring at you, and you can tell she's staring at you because she thinks you're cute or whatever. So that would happen from time to time, right? But then what happened was I would try to get with certain girls, and the shit, half the time will be alright, the other half will be like all over the place, whatever. Then what killed it for me though was, I remember, I never forget this. It was one time, I think I was in either 10th or 11th grade. I can't remember the grade or whatever. It was in high school though. And there was a chick that I wanted, and I was scared to approach her and talk to her, and she got with this dude who I thought I was like way better looking than this guy. I was like, how the fuck did he get her? I was like, how in the fuck did this guy get her? You understand what I'm saying?
Yo.
And so
Locario, man, you spitting straight facts.
That shit be like, yo, that shit is, it fucks your mind up.
Yo, Locario, back in the day when I ain't have no life,
right,
and I was younger, I'm talking like 19, 20, me and my friends, we used to take the train to 42nd Street, Times Square,
right,
walk around and just holler at women.
Right.
Yo, we used to see some fine-ass women with some dudes, and our jaws, our mouths was just on the ground, like, yo,
right,
how did he get this chick? Like, he ain't that.
Right.
Like, how you got that? And I'm trying to holler at girls on the same level as her out here.
Right.
And they shutting me down.
Right, exactly. And
not all of them, Locario.
Right.
Not all of them is shutting me down, but I'm saying though, like, you feel me? Like, I was better than this guy.
Right.
And he's over here with a fine ass chick. I'm hollering at other fine chicks out here, but I'm not getting them with ease like I think I should be getting. So it kind of fucks with your mind, like, yo.
Right. It's crazy.
How the fuck these guys are getting these women?
It's crazy, and that's the thing. That's the thing that has me feeling like
rich. Like, a lot of guys who don't know any better, like they'll say, "Oh, money." Not to say that money doesn't play a part, Locario, because it does play a part. But you can't. I mean, you just can't blame everything. I mean, you just can't use money as a scapegoat all the time. Maybe he has game. Maybe he's funny. Maybe he you know what I'm saying? He knows how to make her feel some type of way. But back then, I didn't understand.
Right.
He was just hating.
Right, and that's the thing. That's what woke me up to the whole shit.
We were just hating, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly. That's what woke me up to the whole shit, because I saw in real life, in real time, the shit going down that way. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I told people before, like back in the day, right? Like I used to model and shit. I modeled for Polo jeans. I would have motherfuckers sometimes stop me in the street. They'd be like, "Oh, your skin is so nice and you're so attractive and this and this and that." So I was like, "Yo, listen, I guess I'm at least decent looking." And then at a certain point, I was like, "I'm a good looking dude." But then the thing was, I wasn't getting chicks just off the strength of that. You feel what I'm saying? Like I still had to go out, I still had to try to holler. And then I seen dudes who were with chicks I wanted, and I was like, how the fuck this guy get her? How did this happen? How did that happen? So then that's when I knew it wasn't all about looks. You feel what I'm saying? Because I thought the same thing. I was like, oh, well, it's all about looks. The girl's just going to want a good-looking guy.
Definitely not.
And that's it. You feel what
I'm
saying?
These guys are listening, man.
Right. That's what I'll be trying to tell them, bro. I'll be trying to tell them. I'll be trying to tell them.
Yeah, Locario, but I mean, that type of programming, it took me a while to get it out of my mind, man. It's not like it doesn't happen overnight.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's something that you have to work on, but you got to go out there and you have to, believe. You have to believe it. But now, Locario, I have another question for you, man, because you posted something on Facebook the other day. I mean, I kind of agree. I mean, I somewhat disagreed with you, but you have your way of doing things. I have my personal way of doing things, because I listen to you because I know I'm saying you speak good, but I don't mean to be cocky or anything. I'm not really struggling with women. I just listen to you because I fucks with you like that. So I listen to you, but I mean, everybody has their way of thing now. I don't believe in wasting time. I try to get straight to the point. I try to be concise as possible, whatever.
Right.
But when it comes to like meeting women in the street, what I find that works for me. Now I'm speaking for myself. I'm only speaking for me.
Right.
I'm only speaking for me. I'm not speaking for all men. This is what I do, and it works a lot. Well, it doesn't work a lot because shit is a fucking game, but it works for me more than the other way. When I meet a woman, right, because I've done both of these, I'm not saying that it doesn't work with yours. Well, you were saying when I meet a woman, let's say I met a woman in the street, right, Locario, I met her in the street, I got her number, right, whatever, right. Now, what I usually try to do, all right, Locario, let's say it's fine as hell, she's fine. A lot of guys,
for the day. Everybody tried to holler at her. Now, I already know what you're going to say. Those other guys are not you. Everybody's an individual. I understand that. But what I try to establish, because I'm just like a naturally like funny guy, so what I try to establish is I try to, well, not try, I do. I try to like differentiate myself from most dudes. So when I do call her or text her, she remember who I am. Because these women just give their numbers out to a lot of guys. And then when you call them, oh, who's this? I don't remember you. So I try to make sure that a woman remembers me. Now, when I call the woman, now, I do make a date. But like I said, this works for me personally. I like to talk on the phone for no more than probably like 20 minutes just to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I believe in, you know, building a little rapport. That's me. I know you probably go against that. That's just me.
Oh, no, I don't go against it.
The reason why I do that, the reason why I do that, Locario, because I've had experiences where I met girls on the street, right? Got their number, called them, made a date with them. I met them out for a fucking date, and then the girl she starts telling me shit that if she would have told me the shit over the phone, I would have charged her.
You would have been like, I'm done. Right.
I'm like, damn, I'm out here wasting my time. I done spent fucking $40 on 2 fucking drinks or whatever the case. I'm like, damn, if I'd have known this shit, I wouldn't have fucking even came out with this fucking girl. You know what I'm saying? So me, I at least try to get a feel for them, like, yo, how much, you know, you got any kids, or because I don't have anything against kids, but I don't, I'm not really a big fan of like women who have like multiple kids. I'm not really a big fan of that. That's just me. So I like to, get to know a little bit of stuff about the woman, talk to her for a little bit, feel her out, then go out and meet her. You understand?
Right.
That video that you made the other day, that was a very powerful video too about, when you said wasting time, you can either waste time, talking or get straight to the point, because if they're gonna flake on you anyway. I'd rather take my chances at least talking for like 20 minutes, because I don't like to talk on the phone either. I'm very lazy with that.
Right.
So I take my little 20 minutes. I get to know the basics. I might say have a little conversation with her. Then I get the fuck off the phone because I don't like talking on the phone, like I just said. Then I'll probably then either before I get off the phone or maybe the next day or something, I'll text her, yo, when are you free, blah, 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 and then I'll go meet her out. That's just me.
Right. No, I feel you. And
when I wrote that on Facebook, I don't want you to think that I was like, trying to debate with you on that topic, but that was just how
I feel, and that's the thing. I'm glad that you brought that up, though.
Locario, don't get me wrong. I've met women where I got the number, I called them, set them out for, just set up a date, and I met them, and then they came cool, fine and dandy. But what I found out is most women, they give their numbers out to multiple guys. When you call them, they like, who that? Because, most of them are just attention whores. So you call them, oh, who's this? And then when you try to fucking set up a fucking date, they fucking flake on you.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, my. And I'm like you, Locario. Like, my patience is thin, so I charge 6 to the game. Like, like no hesitation.
Right. Like, so the thing is this. The thing is this, though, and that's I'm glad you brought that up, because what you got to understand too is that the reason why I usually tell guys to like make it quick and don't even really talk to them on the phone this much and all of that, and the reason why I'm saying it is because a lot of times I get emails from guys who they get frustrated about the time that they're like, they say, oh, I'm spending all this time doing this and nothing fucking happens. So basically I always say you got to do what you feel is best for you in the situation, because the game is about you. So for example, the way that you're doing it, it's good because that's how you want to maneuver in your situation. You feel what I'm saying? Certain guys might not want to have to, because I'll tell you me personally, I hate talking on the phone with a chick. Like period.
I hate it too.
You know what I'm saying? I don't like any woman. It could be my mom, my wife. I don't like talking to like people on the phone that much anyway, period. You understand what I'm saying? I like to just say, okay, listen, what are we doing? Text, that's it, and boom. You understand? Like, the only person like that I could talk to on the phone with for a while is if I'm conducting business. Other than that, it's just whatever. But that's what I'm saying is that the it's about you figuring out like what do you want to do with your situation in order to make it more beneficial to you. And the thing is, a lot of guys, they get annoyed or frustrated that they feel like, oh, I got to talk to this girl for a long time. And I'm saying you don't necessarily have to do that. You feel what I'm saying? And so that's the thing.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I said, I do it because it works for the game for me.
Right, exactly. And also, too, like you said, you want to want to vet them out.
I don't like meeting with women. Right, Locario? I fucking met. Okay, all right. Now, here's me wasting my time now.
Right.
I met up with a woman. I didn't screen the bitch on the phone like that.
Right.
So I meet up with her, and she fucking has all these fucking variables that's making me unattracted to her. So I'm like, damn, if I would have at least spoke to her for a little 10 more extra fucking minutes.
Right.
I probably would have figured some shit out, because I don't like talking on the phone either. Like I said, I'll probably do that like 5 times by now. I try to get straight to the point quickly too, because I got multiple women. I got shit to do. I'm out here working. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here doing my thing. So I don't really have time for that either. But I don't like wasting my time in the sense of going out with a woman and then spending fucking money, even if it's fucking $20. I don't care. That's $20 that I could have used on myself. And then I don't fucking like the bitch, or like the bitch don't like me, or whatever the case is.
Right.
So,
that's the hard part about the game, because no matter if you speak to a chick for 20 minutes or you don't, until you're actually in front of the girl on the date and spending more time with her, that's when you're really going to see if you feeling her or not. Because there's certain things that she might say. Like, let's say, for example, you talk to a chick and she's like, well, I got kids or whatever. And she says that on the phone. And then you be like, well, yeah, that's not going to work for me, whatever. And it's good that you spoke to her on the phone with that. What I was saying, this is what I would usually do. Because like if something's a deal breaker for me, if I'm talking to a girl, I'll say all that shit, or I'll get that shit out up front. So like if I'm at a party or something, I meet a girl and we talking, I'll figure that out first, and then I'll be like, all right, cool, give me your number and let's make. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't necessarily even have to talk to her because I already got all that information up front. But the thing is that that's me first knowing what I want to like to make happen. You know what I'm saying? It might be a little bit more difficult if you meet a chick on the street. You understand? And then let's say you're only talking to her for like 2 minutes, you can still sort of get that information, but it's like you having to be quick and understand the deal breakers that are for you. So you might meet a chick on the street and you're talking, you're like, yeah, you kind of cute, what you up to this weekend, blah, 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 whatever. And so you could throw in the kid thing and see what she's talking about. You feel what I'm saying? And then you can like make that happen. But again, it's all about what works for you. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what I want to get across to every dude, is that when it comes to the game is about you. It's not about the chick. And that's why I like that you do it the way that you do it, that works for you in that capacity. Because there's always, when you talk about the game, there's always the basics that you can pull from, but you also got to see what works for you personally. And that's what the game is about. That's why I say the truth is inside you, because it's about you. And that's what I was talking about earlier with in the show, on the past hour, is when I'm saying that the game gets easier once you put yourself into the situation, because now you figured out something that works for you easier to screen out chicks. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Everybody who's listening to this conversation, man, I hope y'all really soaking it in.
For real.
Taking it in.
For real. But yo, listen.
And just like Locario says, because I know my shit, but I ain't no Mr. Locario, man. But you got to do what works best. Like I said, Locario, that works best for me. And I have a couple of friends that are, the same thing you preach, Locario. They don't really care about, building, making her comfortable. They don't care. Straight to, oh yeah, you here? All right, fine, I'm coming.
Right.
I do that very, very little, but most of the times, Locario, like I said, those guys that said, oh, I wasted all this time doing this. I don't know how long these guys are talking to these girls, but like I said, look, I'm only on the phone with these girls 20 minutes tops. That's it.
I feel you, man.
That's it. I can even be at work, Locario, while I'm driving, and I could be, I can have Bluetooth in my fucking ear.
Right.
You understand? I'm talking to them, so it's not really bothering me like that. But I keep it oh shit, 20, 25 minutes. Okay, bro, I gotta go. That's all I'm giving them. So,
but that's good because that's good also too because look because you're doing it on your time, which is also a good thing. You feel what I'm saying? You feel me? But yo, listen, I'm gonna have to let you go because I actually got to get out of here in a second and shit because I gotta handle some joint. But yo, I'm gonna get up and hit me up on Facebook, man. We gotta talk. You feel me?
No doubt. Yo, Locario, man, it's a nice night, man. Encourage these fellas to step out here and holler at these women because I'm going to a lounge in Williamsburg tonight and I'm making it happen.
That's what's up, man.
It.
I'm holler at you.
I don't care about getting rejected. I don't give a shit about that. Don't even think about getting rejected. Just go in, you know what I'm saying, and do what you do.
That's what's up.
It's a beautiful night. Do not waste that night sitting in the house and doing nothing. Please don't.
That's what's up, man. I'm holler at you, yo. All right.
All right, Locario.
Peace. Later. All right, people. Man. Yeah, that's my dude right there. So listen, it's almost 5:45 in this bitch. So listen, I am going to have to bounce in a second, but I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, make sure you click the link below and to get tickets to the Bad Boy Seminar so all you guys can come through to the seminar. Also, make sure that you become a Bad Boy member. Okay, go to badboymembership.com. Click the link under that. I'm going to have the link for you could get the hard copies of How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. So if you guys want to get the hard copies, make sure you click those links. I'm going to have all the links under this video. You feel me? So I want to thank all you for tuning in. We had a lot of people up in here. Steve Dowling, I Am Ron, 2017 Business, MGTOW Knowledge, thanks for calling up. Adoyi Adelphi, did I say that right? Y'all be having some names up in this bitch. Casey McClure. Who else we had? Johnny. We had a bunch of people up in here. For Life, Deep One. Richard Jensen. All of y'all up in the place, man. I appreciate that. So listen, we're going to do this again, same time next week, 3 o'clock Friday. Tune in. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. All right. So that's it, guys. I'm out of here. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.